Taco time with OmenG and the Chaos Project.
Give me that, boy.
So why don't you guys tell everybody what we're about to do today?
About to eat taco.
Homemade tacos, folks. From the ground up, even the tortillas are homemade. They're ugly as hell. But they're tacos.
He's just farts.
I don't think that. Stop. I don't think he's farting. I think he jumped off and scratched. I don't think cats fart. At least, I'm here.
Then how do they poop?
They poop.
They have to
Let's
fart.
not talk about that right now. We're talking about eating tacos.
Why this subject go from that to freaking?
That's a good question, right? So listen, folks. We got homemade tortillas, chicken, lettuce, cilantro, pico de gallo, and tomatoes.
And a drink.
And of course, we've got some. Let me see that, please. If you guys don't live in a place that has Fox and Park soda, I feel sorry for y'all, because the Iron Brew is way better than what's that one, Dr. Pepper. Way better, and it's made with real sugar. Real sugar, not fructose corn syrup.
Which is in everything.
Corn is everything.
Corn syrup and this.
No. Corn is not any of that stuff. Now, I'm gonna let them decide what they're gonna put on their tacos. They can tell you what they're gonna put on their tacos. I'm gonna go ahead and start mine with some chicken. Now, my shells are kind of small, folks. I'm sorry. It's the first time I've made taco shells.
Not true. You made taco shells 2 years ago.
No, not from scratch. I haven't. Now, I think I'm gonna do some pico de gallo. I'll get some pico de gallo in there. Definitely gotta get a little cilantro. Cilantro up there. Tomato. You guys can go ahead and make yours if you like. A little lettuce.
Some chicken.
Now, I want to try a hot sauce on here. Because, you know, that's what I do now. Take
Some
some
tomatoes.
hot sauce. I'm going to try the one I picked up yesterday from
Cilantro.
Odd Shops.
Wait, no.
You can show everybody what you do with yours as soon as you're done. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to go with the Sky Valley hot sauce.
Is that not a really hot one?
I have no idea. I've never tried this one before. Ever.
I
Like,
thought. Wait, is that
I have
one
no
really?
idea.
Have you made that one?
Hold on, we're doing everybody else's right now. That's the one I made right there. That big giant bottle.
The one
That
in
one's
the...
probably.
If it burned, if it's hot enough to hurt, I mean, if it's hot enough for you, then that means it's hot, like real hot.
Alright.
So,
My first taco with the Sky Valley hot sauce.
how's it taste?
Mmm.
Chicken.
First things first. Be careful.
That's
I'm
my
talking
blood
down.
partner. Hey, yo, that's my blood partner.
I gotta say,
That's my blood partner. Hey, yo, so
I did the
that's
damn
my
thing with these shells. They are banging. What did you do it for?
I put some cilantro on it. Chicken. What was it?
Pico de gallo.
Pico de gallo. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and the tomatoes.
Any hot sauce with you?
What's the next one? I'm on this night train. The cat's a great.
Sky Valley definitely goes well on tacos.
That Mexican goat. I ain't lying. The rest got me juiced. Fingers produced it. My
It's
man
not very
carried
spicy.
it
It's not
to
super
pay.
spicy.
Twist out, talking that shit, smack a drink
A
on the
very
same.
natural
I'm
flavor,
fast,
actually.
first class, the same
It
sky.
tastes almost garden.
No chance, I survived.
Garden,
Watching
like
the sky to quiet
garden
down.
fresh
Whenever just happened, she told me
Real.
we got the ground. Stop
Amazing.
yapping, touchdown, hit the rack, miles, shooting, watch the shots start. Yo, tell me who I roll with. That's my blind partner. Hey, yo, son, that's my blind partner. What? That's my blind partner. Hey, yo, son, that's my blind partner. What?
I don't think we're gonna have any hot sauce.
Let's go
on
this.
Alright, so he's gonna do his without the hot sauce.
Okay, this is my very ugly taco.
Very ugly taco. She's got a very ugly taco.
Hold up, hold.
Yes, they are cool.
Wow.
Okay, I might actually go with some hot sauce.
You gonna go with some hot sauce?
Probably if I had to guess the sky. Oh no!
So I kind of told you to keep everything right there. Shit happens. Don't worry about it.
My bad. I think that was his soda. Sorry, Miles.
Go get the whatchamacallit. Go get the stuff. You know, the stuff. The Kool-Aid. Shit happens. No doubt.
Is it don't die?
No, I said it'll dry. It's just so
Yo. This shells are the best.
aren't they fucking pretty good?
No, not pretty good. The best.
They're the best?
Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Honestly, these are the best freaking
That's some
tacos, homemade taco shells I've ever actually had.
Well, thank you for that, man. That makes me feel pretty good.
You're a really good chef after all.
Is it hot sauce?
No, where's my cup?
Oh yeah.
Is that hot?
Come on, man.
Cup. Give me my cup.
This not keeping it funny.
Yeah. Keep it open.
So you heard it here first, folks. Best homemade tacos ever. And trust me, he's picking shit. Both of them are actually. They be hurt my feelings sometimes when I cook. So can we just have pasta? I'm like, just sitting here for like an hour, chopping the vegetables, sauteing, preparing this, that, and the other, and you want pasta? Sadness. Oh, we got somebody here on Insta. Let me know that. Let me just tell you what his name is.
Okay. The first one is my
His name is Bird. Hold on, I'm sorry, I gotta post this real quick.
Let's get some hype in this.
Oh, what'd you put on there? You put some of that on there?
Give us Sky Valley.
He's using the Sky Valley. Good sauce. Put it on top.
Chicken itself is already kind of spicy.
Yes, that's the Creole seasoning. Put a little Creole seasoning on there. That really makes it pop. Yeah, you made this, so you definitely made your
Best
a Miles taco.
Best taco I ever had.
Best taco you
Hands
ever had.
down.
Telling you, you won't want them any other way after this. I think you gotta put a little bit less in there. So I think you would have to take the chicken in there.
Mild special.
Don't accidentally back up. Or the cat doesn't come by and say, hey,
Should be right here.
what's that? We got them tacos, straight boss. Don't want a little bit of hot sauce. Hey, if it's a real taco, toss. That shit's the back, cause my shit's boss, I done told you. No shit, when we fold it, eat it up. Oh shit, control it. It's tasty, maybe we should have some more. Next one coming at your face with the ball. Oh no, what you saw, making your jaw drop down. The sound of the crunch crunch and the bit bit chew chew. Who knew the way the shit just go through you? Taco.
He's done this for years.
Are you serious? You guys just, this is the problem. Been away for so long, and forgot. Your father's
I
a
haven't forgotten nothing
beast.
about you.
He's a freaking beast. He's good at most things he does. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just haven't been able to.
I don't think the soda helps against the spice right now.
And it won't kill it. Well, you know.
Why did you just say kill?
One thing I love about tacos. They're tacos. I mean, what don't you love about a taco? I mean, my favorite thing about a taco, you can put a whole bunch of stuff in it. So it's almost like You got your meat,
The
your
taco
vegetables,
is the meal.
you got your shell. Then whatever falls out of taco, you can just shove it in your face. You can't go wrong with that, right? It's tacos.
When I say stuff your face, they want to
I mean, stuff your face full of nothing but the good taste of tacos. I don't waste.
No.
What is he sleeping now? Oh no, he's watching the door. All right now, let's go ahead. I'm gonna go with another taco. What are you doing, Mom? I know you're not throwing food away, are you? All right, folks. All right, folks. All right, folks. You got jokes. I got jokes.
What else?
Y'all don't want to do that. Oh.
Thank you for that.
All right, come over here, yo. Come over here,
So
yo.
far ahead. Literally.
Where's Miles?
Bathroom. And he just had one of the hottest hot sauces
That's not even that hot.
a while ago.
It's not that hot.
Sorry, guys, we're at this.
Nothing. Are we ready for taco number 2?
Oh wait. Oh.
At the.
Unfortunately, they get a little smaller.
Yes, unfortunately.
Are you having another one or no?
It's
Yeah.
Well, go get your thing, son.
I'm gonna do my last meal, so I think
I was okay. There's only like 2 left, and then the last one is like
that's the
super
pancake.
sloppy. It doesn't
It's like
even look.
taco is like a blank.
It doesn't even look like a tortilla. It looks like something somebody threw away and said "see ya" with one fucking beer. Wow, what are you doing?
Oh.
Stay on task. We're over here eating tacos. Let him do what he's doing before he comes over here and then knocks everything down and everything. You're like, oh, he's messed up the tacos.
Yeah.
Why is he messing up the
It's only a
tacos?
matter of time before he starts getting over here.
Maybe. I wonder if the ghosts are eating tacos with us. We'll find out. Let's see if they're eating tacos with us. We're gonna see if the ghosts are eating tacos with us. They probably aren't. They're probably like, jeez. Man, that's why you're always in the bathroom. Jesus Christ, you drink like a fish. You've got gills or something.
Yo, gills.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
means he breathes in water, not drinks it.
Breathes in juice. Are they eating our tacos?
Juice fish.
Okay, I don't see them around our tacos, so they left us.
Why does Dane always think I'm a fish?
Oh,
and
never
you always
mind.
think
They're
I'm a fish?
kind of close to us.
They're all the way over there with him.
Actually, no. One of them is near the fan.
That means
And let's see if homeboy's in the chair. No, because I moved this chair. So he's near the fan. Then over there. No, I don't see anything. I don't know what he's looking at. Camilla's in her corner. Who's on the couch? Yep, they're on the couch. One's over here.
I've been sitting on the couch.
And one's over there.
With them being there.
So we're eating tacos with Chaos Project and Ghosts.
The
Ghost
Ghost
tacos.
Project.
Ghost tacos. Oh no.
Yeah, wait. This might be too much stuff for a time.
Yeah, I think that's a lot. Well, see, the thing is, you can do it like this. Well, yeah, you can actually fold that. You can make that one work. I don't know how much more stuff you're gonna get on there.
I think it's gonna dry.
I think if you try to put too much more on,
I
it's
don't
just
eat
like, nah. Nothing else.
Y'all ready?
I think they're ready. I think they're ready. I think they're ready. Uh-oh. There's a ghost that wants a taco. He jumped up, said, yo, my name ain't Flacco, but don't call me Paco. I'm gonna have to drop you like Draco. Oh shit, he came and went loco. Caught me at Sunoco getting gas. And after that, we moved on and passed a lot of gas because we ate a bunch of tacos. Tacos. Oh, goodness gracious, tacos. that's right. I said fucking. Get mad. Now, listen. I'm about to eat mine, and I think this time, because everybody keeps telling me, like, I've had like 4 or 5 people tell me that tiger sauce is basically supposed to be really good. Who's the one that picked this one? Miles. Miles picked. So my son. And I'm gonna see if all you guys are talking about, oh, tiger sauce is great. Oh, it's so great. Well, we're gonna see if it's great. We're gonna see if it's great. We're gonna see if it's great. It better be great. Oh, y'all telling me it's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. Oh, it's great. Oh, it's so delicious. It's great. Smells good.
Oh.
Smells good.
Doesn't it smell good to me though?
No. Where's the phone? Let me see the phone. I'm about to make my taco with some of this stuff.
I think I'll watch it.
You got? Wait for that.
What?
You're.
How much are you gonna drink? Miles, you just had some. If you're drinking it because your mouth is hurt, that's not gonna help.
No, I wasn't. No, I was.
Damn, I just made you gonna drink it.
I'm not. No, I didn't say it was gonna.
No.
I wasn't grabbing it to drink bar. I'm not.
I'm making this with everything. Like I did the last one. All the stuff that goes on.
That drink tastes interesting.
It's strawberry, no, it's raspberry lemonade with
I didn't notice.
raspberry lemonade with chocolate punch.
I didn't notice no raspberry lemonade. It doesn't have the color.
No, it doesn't. It's got the red sauce. Now I'm gonna make this super de gallo pico.
There you go. Oh,
Now you know how this is gonna be. Why it's gonna be super pico de gallo? Because now I've added a little bit more of the tomatoes to it. I'm just gonna go ahead and add the rest of the freaking cilantro to it. I mean, why waste the time of adding all that? I'm just gonna get it all together. Make it all work. And make the whole thing work. You know what I'm saying? Make this work. Sure. I'll get her smart. Mix it together, get it going. These are really good hot sauces. So far, I've been pleased with the first hot sauce that I tried. I will say that. I was pleased. Now that I've made this super de gallo, splash some of that up there, bam. So I got that up there. What am I looking for? Oh yeah. His attention span is so short, it's ridiculous.
wasn't yours short as a kid?
I don't know. Nah, I don't remember. To be honest with you. I got hit my head so many times.
That probably just seals your. That probably just gave me the answer right there.
Probably. Well, I'm gonna finish off his taco because I like it.
Ooh, that's hot. I didn't even have any hot sauce on that.
All right, folks. My lettuce. Okay, now we got the lettuce up here. Now, we're gonna find out if this tiger sauce is all it's cracked up to be. I don't think so. I'm gonna say no. It's gonna be garbage.
I think it might be decent.
Just because there's a tiger up there, that's supposed to make it good. Because it's got this cool little tiger going. Arr. Well, let's see. He better go on my taste buds.
I guess that should be the same for bear.
Oh, there ain't bear sure enough, did it? Okay.
Sure enough. He went a little overboard.
That looks good. Smells good too. I'm gonna say I like the smell so far. All right,
Good smell.
we're going with a tiger taco. Tiger taco.
Oh wait,
I can
that's.
move that part. Don't play around with that. You're gonna make it pop up.
Wait. Oh, that's what. Oh.
Okay. Tiger.
Is it good? Any raw in your taste buds yet?
It's sweet, but it's not off-putting.
You know how some stuff is sweet and it's just too sweet and it doesn't taste good because it's too sweet?
It isn't like that. It's actually. It works. Tiger sauce. It works. I can imagine this. Ooh. And it's hot.
Like the bear sauce?
No, bear sauce isn't close to as sweet as this. Bear sauce, angry bear is sweet, but not like this. This is it's pretty sweet.
Pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty hot.
It has a nice heat to it. It really does. Alright, let's see what's in here. We got some cayenne peppers, sugar.
Canned peppers.
Cayenne.
Cayenne. Yeah.
Distilled vinegar, water, salt,
Vinegar.
crushed white pepper, xanthan gum, chili pepper, caramel color, sodium benzoate, hydrolyzed corn protein. I have no idea what that is.
Oh, so you know.
Oh,
See?
I knew it. Tamarind. I knew I tasted tamarind in here. I knew it. I couldn't quite put my finger on what that flavor was.
It just,
Garlic.
it's just built there.
And cumin.
You know?
Now, I've used tamarind in a hot sauce. In 2 hot sauces. Bobo's Lava was the very first one I ever used tamarind in. That's my Kool-Aid. I make special. The best Kool-Aid. I mix my flavors until I come up with creations. I think I'm gonna end up with like the itis of it. You guys are done. Please put your cups away. Get them off in the trash can here, and then put your cups away.
I'm not gonna get gas in that.
All right, folks.
Nice and get gas.
I think 2 of them are probably full. He's distracted.
Yeah, I don't actually take
He doesn't eat that much. He had to do this one. I'm about to put him in this time. Actually, no, I'm gonna save 2 of them for my cousins. She can try my homemade taco shell that look like, I don't know, corn cakes, I guess. So this last, which is gonna be the smallest one, I'm gonna try. First, I'm gonna put my super guy over there.
Reflexes.
Dump this in that kitchen bag trash can, and then put those in the sink in that thing where the dishes are actually washed. Thank you.
Man, why am I just late?
He lays in the weirdest ways.
You wait, man.
It's hard to check. Alright, the next hot sauce I would like to try is.
How is it 412 already?
Is 412? Is the oh shit. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna go with the Devil's Duel or the UPC. I think I'm gonna save the Devil's Duel for chicken wings, so I'm gonna put that to the side. I'm gonna try my oldest son Somebody else said, "Oh, that's a great sauce."
Got those pepper mash.
These people are talking about how great a sauce is. I don't want to see how great it is. I'm gonna find out. If that was the case, I think Frank's Red Hot was good on everything. No, it's not good on most things. Alright, so let's see what's in this Yucatan sunshine. We got distilled vinegar, aged habanero peppers, dried carrots, dried onion, dried garlic, and xanthan gum. Okay. That sounds like it would be
No,
pretty good on the top.
not supposed to here.
Alright, I'll tell you, the only thing I don't like about this thing right now is the freaking restricted tip. I might have to pull that motherfucker out. I want the hot sauce. I want the hot sauce. Now this one I'm not assuming is going to be sweet. I'm assuming something savory and spicy.
It's got ghost pepper mash.
No, I think this one's going to go something else. That one's just got habanero. Okay. Alright, well. Yes. 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 That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say yes. Definitely good. Definitely a good pick. It has a nice heat level to it. I'm gonna try it on chicken as well, because like I said, I see these tacos. So the tacos have a little bit of heat to them. So I'm gonna give these a chance to go on some naked chicken. That way, it can be seen how good it is. But it does have a nice heat. I got the sweat going. I hope it is trash. That was trash. Now, I'm gonna wrap this up. Like I said, I'm saving the rest. So she can. Oh shit, there she is. Come on in. I had to make homemade tacos. They're a little small.
Oh wait, you made it. You found the maze. Yeah.
Yep. I said, yo, I couldn't buy. I thought we had taco shells for some shit.
I don't know why I didn't remember that we had it.
I thought you got some. Like I thought we had some last night. So I thought I was holding them in my hand, and I was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Then I was like, that nigga still have fucking taco shells.
Cause remember I need tortillas and you was like,
Yeah.
no, we don't need tortillas.
I said no. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get any.
Okay, so you didn't get me. But see, in my head, I thought I got some, right? And apparently I didn't. Oh, let me tell you, this hot sauce was good on it. This one, the sweet, was actually pretty good on it. And I just tried this one. This was pretty good. This one I was gonna wait until I get the shit done. Because this was like Devil's Duel. Oh, I don't know. And that's the one I made last night. I mixed the strain with the non-strain.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't want to have. I don't like straight hot sauce. I don't like making straight hot sauce. Or-
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. He's like, all right, he don't put it right on. So now my son said this is the best tacos he's ever had. Well,
Well, I mean, you already proved it with the first tacos when we had them with Zay. Those were good as heck.
don't lock him outside. Then he's gonna start
good,
jumping
lock
on
him
stuff. She's like, oh. But yeah, it was kind of chilly, but these tacos, they're warming me up.
plantain person.
What's that look like? What's that look like?
Just a wooden block thing. It's kind of like a tortilla press, but it has like a little thing in the middle where you put the plantain. Smash it.
How big does it make them?
I was about to these
Mini
This is
tacos.
why I thought that they were
Taquitos.
tostones.
They kind of, you know what, that's kind of what they look like. They were a little bit more brown. Tostones tacos.
We should try to see if that's a thing. We could do. Because you know they make them fungal like that.
You probably
It's on the
could.
other end.
Probably could.
Ain't nobody making tostone tacos.
I never thought about that. I want to start. I'm telling you, I want to open up a truck that just has. It's gonna be called Everything Tacos. Like everything. I'm gonna have all different types of meats, like like teriyaki chicken, or Shango's chicken, different hot sauces, and just like there's gonna be like a million different tacos you can make, just based off of a few different ingredients. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about your taco shop? Tacos and wings and hot sauce?
Tacos, wings, and hot sauce. Wings, tacos, and hot sauce. Ooh, wings, tacos, and hot sauce. A fucking wing taco. Boneless wing taco. I don't know, that'd be good. Which one you going with? Oh shit. I'm actually scared to try mine. I'm scared to try mine.
Cause that shit is hot as
I'm
hell.
scared to try that shit.
All we did was just a little finger print.
I'm like, like normally I would drink mine just to see like if it, I want to try that now. I'm afraid to. Like I'm really scared. I'll do a cat for it.
It's a little hot.
And then you gotta shake that.
Kind of a little hot, so I'm gonna
Said this is hot.
Not super hot. Well, you know what? We have different heat tolerances. So to me, it's not hot, but it does have kick.
Cause it's just habanero, that's why.
Now this.
And that is like
It has such a nice flavor though. It's got great flavor.
That heat ginger kicks you.
Yeah, it does. It kicks you in the back of the throat.
Yeah, right?
It kicks you right in the back of the throat first, and then it starts going down and then up. It's not a bad tongue burn though. You know what I mean? It's not real heavy on the tongue burn. It does come back to the tip of your tongue though, which is kind of funny that it goes to the back of the throat first, then it comes back to the front. Oh, it definitely warms going down. Holy shit.
Oh, it's warming you up?
Yeah, it
Like a
is.
nice bourbon?
The mama's dearest. Damn, mama. Shit. Burning me up, mama. On fire. I'm almost tempted to go get the chicken wings and just try to eat the chicken. I mean, why wait until later? Because I'm chilling. She probably wants some chicken wings. You don't mind cold chicken, do you? I like cold chicken.
Me too.
Ow! Yes! Cold! Bones cracking.
Yeah, man.
stay right here. This isn't locking.
Cold chicken wings. Do I want to hit them up? Now I'm going for this. I've been wanting to try this devil's duel. Why are they dueling? These devils. Why? They need to calm down. Stop fighting each other. Right now. right now. Nothing. Yes. Oh, is it that hot?
All I said was Kool-Aid, and you prepared it.
Oh, I came out here with cups, juice, the whole nine. All that stuff. Stop. That's the last time. I'm seriously not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it. That belongs to her. That is not yours to be touching. Because if you break it, I can't pay for it. Her freaking camera. Like, why? Yes! Show me. They keep you young. They drive you crazy. Big show. I love them. Ooh! Oh my gosh. If you want to touch somebody's stuff, then you ask them. Don't just go grab it. Don't do that. She just gave it to you. She was sitting right here. Yes, that was yesterday, not today. You ask her when you want to touch her stuff. Don't just do that. That's like me taking your phone, just taking your phone, right? You're not asking if I can take it, and then something happens to your phone, it's broken. You're not going to put it back because, I wasn't supposed to touch it in the first place, which is exactly what you'll do. You'll put it back, and it'll be broken, and I'll have to hear it later. Don't do that. Just ask. She let you use it before. Maybe she'll let you use it again. If you ask. But ask. Now let's see. Dinosaur barbecue double habanero hot pepper sauce. Let's see what's in it. I couldn't read it before because I can't really see it. Why? Water, habanero pepper mash, red habaneros, pepper salt, mustard, distilled vinegar, mustard seeds, salt, spices, and turmeric, vinegar, sugar, garlic, everything. Onion, green bell pepper, celery, caramel color, paprika, lime juice. Wow. That's a lot of stuff. Ramsey's is just being Ramsey. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff or a lot of juice?
No, it's a lot of stuff. I was listening to lift it up. It sounded like
I like it.
side effects to medicine.
I like the consistency of it. Nice and thick.
Kind of coat the tongue there.
Ooh. Ooh.
It's a little mean.
Yeah, it is.
Apples do.
It's mean in a sweet way though. Like it's not sweet like the tiger sauce. Like the tiger sauce is sweet. This is like it's a subtle sweetness. It's a subtle sweetness.
Just enough that you think that it's gonna be some mercy, but it's not.
Exactly. Like you're like, oh, and then you're like, oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened? Why did it get so hot all of a sudden?
Egypt, stop.
You gonna talk to the mic? You a rapper?
No, he's trying to put his nose to the chicken.
He's probably gonna. Oh, he's trying to sneak up. He thinks he's
Yeah, you
stalking.
see him, right?
He think he's stalking. Go stalk something else. Go stalk your food that I gave you already. This is our food. I like it. I like it. It's interesting. He's playing tennis, I guess. Without a tennis racket. He's like, I don't even need an opponent.
Not in here.
You know what? definitely give this shit a fucking 5.
5 stars.
It's 5. This is definitely a legend sauce. Nothing artificial. No preservatives. All natural. The only thing in here is xanthan gum. The xanthan gum is natural. Some natural ingredient.
Yeah.
So I understand why they use it. People, if anybody who's not sure what xanthan gum is for, I'll explain it. It's sort of, kind of preservative, sort of, but it's more of a stabilizer. What it does is it keeps the consistency of the hot sauce like so. Because of the thickness, what will end up happening, what happens with my hot sauce, is if they sit in the cabinet, the pulp and stuff sinks to the bottom, and the juice, the water, and everything else goes to the top. So what you get is separation. That's why you gotta shake it. Shake the damn hot sauce. Besides, I kind of like it when the hot sauce is separated. I can see how much of it water, vinegar, and how much of it is actually flavor. Yeah, I like this. Definitely going into my collection of legends. This sauce is made, I believe, in New Orleans.
Distributed by
You want some more juice. Now that has the tip of the tongue burn, and
what's a pepper mash?
when they take all peppers and they kind of like ground them up, add vinegar and everything, and they let it sit for like, I guess it depends. Like they ferment it as a mash rather than fermented whole. Like, and then when they ferment it and it's all mashed up, and they let, oh man, talk about the smell. That shit will knock the heat right through your face.
What you doing with those peppers?
Are you making
in the
hot
pot?
sauce out of them? Oh, you mean that's in the pot right now? That's hot sauce.
What do you what is that process called?
Oh, that's just cooking. See, I'm making a fresh pepper sauce, which is cut, put in there, boil it, process it, done.
Do you have to cook your peppers before you make hot sauce with them?
No, you could do just straight pepper, but it'll just be really hot. It won't be as flavorful. You won't get as much of that pepper flavor. You know what I'm saying? You'll get just more heat.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So when you do a cooked one,
It kind of breaks down that heat a little bit. So
yeah, and it also allows it to break down like the cellulose, the skin, whatever it is. And it lets the whales, I've only done one sauce where I didn't actually, where I didn't actually cook it when I processed it, and I didn't ferment it at all either. And it tastes real carby, like, you know what I mean? Like, it tastes really, really fresh. How's the heat on that? Did you say how's the heat?
I think what I was about to say was, does the fermentation also...
Fermentation, alright, there's two reasons why people ferment. A, it gives you a really good flavor, right? It breaks down, like you get the flavors from peppers much better, and you'll taste more of the pepper.
Don't knock, cause I ain't opening doors like Ron J used to open up doors. You want beef? My shit easily rich through hardwood floors. Screaming kings some more. Rifles say red
Through fermentation, you increase the shelf life because it naturally builds up, its own defensive preservatives. So a fermented sauce will last longer than a cooked sauce. Yeah, it'll last longer
It's nice.
It is nice, right? Isn't that subtle sweetness? It's not an overpowering sweet. It's almost like a buttery sweet. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's round. It feels rounded. It's not a sharp sweet. It's like it rolls on
It's
your
like a
tongue.
savory sweet.
Yeah, it rolls on your tongue. Where some sweets like, ha ha! Stab you. Take this on this. You getting the burn now, right? Where'd it get you? Because it got me tip of the tongue, back of the tongue. Not really in the throat. Back of the tongue. So it's got that nice back of the tongue burn for y'all that like that back of the tongue burn, y'all.
Which is good because I like that because it allows me to keep tasting the flavor.
See, that's what I was telling people. Like, I don't like the ones that hit me, like not tip of the tongue, but like right in the middle. Right here, the first inch of the tongue when that's just burning and numb.
You can't taste
You can't taste anything else.
Or you feel the heat.
Exactly. And then it gets that tingly sensation. It's like it hurts now. Like I had this fucking hot sauce. You guys remember my collection. I had these two from Garbage Pail Kids. One was called Tongue Destroyer. And it destroyed tongues. It really did. Like it was terrible. It was terrible. Like it left my tongue numb, and then I found out why. Increased levels of citric acid. So you know that shit that they get that you can buy it in stores for like making sour candy? That acid, that sour, they just add a lot of that shit. Because you can buy that in powder. And see, that combined with
That's cheating.
it is. So that combined with like a certain type of pepper gives it that intense tongue burn. Because there's peppers that will burn the tongue. So like, for instance, habaneros will burn the tongue. It's not, to me, they have like a whole mouth burn. That's why I think people think habaneros are the hottest pepper. Because they hit your whole mouth. Whereas a scorpion pepper seems to me to hit right down the fucking middle of your tongue. Like, it doesn't touch the sides, but it's like right in the middle. Then there's one I've tasted, it might even be the scorpion too. Sometimes it'll just hit the outer ring of your tongue. So it'll be all the outside.
For me, that was the Carolina Reaper.
The Reaper hit the outside of your tongue?
I had to hold my tongue in milk because the sides were hurting me so bad. I was like, oh my god.
Like, why?
All I took was one bite. I was like, I'm gonna at least swallow this one bite, but I can't finish this taco.
He's been playing with something over there the whole time. Like, he's really trying to get at whatever it is. Like, he's touching, looking at the ball. Like, yeah, come on, giving him the business. She knows she's leaving, so she's like, I'm gonna fuck with him all day. He been fucking with his ass, too. But, listen, deliciousness. This was a great start. Now, I don't know what Cuz has planned, but there's still more taco meat people got. There's my hot sauce, which I'm scared to try. I'm like, and y'all know I love hot sauce. Y'all know I've been dropped tincture and shit before, but there's something about that hot sauce right there that just makes. I'm gonna tell you what I'm afraid of. That hot sauce is filled with the rage of me leaving New Hampshire. That shit sucked in all the anger, the mental breakdown.
You could taste that motherfucker.
Like you feel my pain in this bottle. I don't know. I might have to tell my mama I have to make her a new one because that shit's just too hot for my mama. My mama can't. She is not gonna. I wouldn't even want to give it to her. Like I'm dead serious. This is something.
You could
like
probably give her like a little bit concentrated, and so like when she just
so
wants
you
just
add
a little
something,
bit,
right?
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, people, this shit is hot enough to give you cap cramps. I'm not even fucking joking. That burned, and I just did that little cap. You see, not even a whole cap. Like that shit started hitting down. Like wait,
Yeah.
no. my stomach was like, close the hatches, close them. We've got food in this, but goddamn it, I feel the cap cramps coming. We're not having it today. No cap cramps. I can't be rolling around butt ass anymore. They already laughed at my ass once. They're not getting that opportunity again. That was hilarious. Yo, I was laying in that tub, like.
Yes, boy. If I was them, I would have threw some milk on you.
There was no milk.
There was no milk?
No Nope, we had.
You did this
we
without
had-
no relief.
We had no. That's what made them so boss when they did it, because there was creamer, and that didn't do shit.
I bet it did.
Yeah,
I bet it
they
did.
was sitting there. I think we went through the whole like 7, 8 creamers. Like, even I had to grab them, like, oh god, and it did nothing. I was like, and when I took it, I was just like, I had given them all the yogurt because he was burning, so he ate all the yogurt. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He ate all the yogurt, right? So I was like, oh, maybe it's like, and I thought about it. Cat cramps, yogurt, lactose intolerance. Recipe for disaster.
Oh my god.
Oh.
The cat cramp plus the diarrhea cramp?
That's what I'm saying. Forget that. It would have been cat cramps, diarrhea cramps, and gas all at once. I would have just like ripped in half. Like, ah!
Oh, you would have been.
Ah!
You would have been ringing all the alarms.
They would be like, is there an alien coming out of him or something? Like, no, I did the wrong thing.
What if at the exact moment when you flip yourself into the tub like a ring, then splat?
That would be like Jackass. Remember when they did the ass
Yes.
volcano?
Oh my god, it'll be just like that.
Yeah. They said it would have been everywhere.
Everywhere.
It would have
A little bit
been,
more.
boy, he came in the bathroom like, it would have like that. It would have been like the scene in Daddy Daycare. I missed. You missed.
Miss.
I missed.
You missed. No, we're
like,
on the ceiling.
like, what the fuck? How did that get up there? Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
Like, man, but one of the things I enjoy most about reviewing any kind of food, hot food, spicy noodles, it's just fun. It's new experiences. You know, it's new experiences. And what better way to learn about someone's culture than through their food? I think that is the perfect way of learning about a person's culture, is like eating their food. Or you can learn a lot about that person, period, just from eating their food. Because a real person, someone who loves what they do, is going to put that into the food. Like, you're going to eat it, and they're going to be like, waiting for you to say something.
Yeah, that's me. Every time I make my mom something to eat, I just stand there like,
Yeah,
take a bite.
Like, what you watching me for? Come on!
See the reaction.
Come
I just...
See, I like when people don't say anything more so than they do. Because if they're quiet, it's because their mouth is moving with food in it. They ain't got time to talk.
Exactly.
And sometimes when I'm doing reviews, I don't say anything.
You ever have anybody ever danced after eating your food? I never had anybody dance after eating my food.
I've never had anybody dance at the eating breakfast either. I guess because they're too busy just chilling. I've danced. Well, no, I don't dance.
Cause they say, you know, black people like the food if they start dancing.
Well, they said there's actually 5 different distinct black responses to good food. There's the silent one, where it's just like.
Yeah, we just can't. And they just fucking that shit up.
Then there's the what's they say the other one? The other one is the dance, the like, you know, you dancing. Then there's the there was like 5. It was on. I see it on Insta, and the dude that did it, I was like, yo.
But it's true.
Yeah,
right?
because I went back and I watched him online, and I'm looking at myself. I've done something. I'm just like. Oh, the crier, the one who cried.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, oh god, oh my god. Yo, I like the one like, yo, this shit's so good, you need this. Ribs. Shit. Mama! Damn, what you slapping for? That shit was good! Damn! What's wrong with you?
Could you imagine?
No, because my mama whooped somebody's ass.
Yeah, why I try to give my mom a compliment, and I'm like, Mom, I gotta slap you. She's like, try it and see what the hell happens. And she didn't let me finish trying to make a joke or nothing.
I'm deaf. I ain't
That's serious.
fucking blind.
Try it and see what happens. I'll beat your little ass.
Shout you out. 1, 2. Bop. Word. Bop.
Shoot, I had my eyes on a plate.
Like, hey, food is good. Guess what? You about to be tasty.
Exactly.
You about to be good. Call me Henry Mama. Now let's talk about that. Let's talk about cannibals for 1 second, since we're on the subject of meat. Yes, you all know that it is a fucking little bit of a thing that I'm kind of interested in, but not in the sense of wanting to eat it. I don't want to eat people. Please understand that. But if there is anybody who's ever eaten someone, and I don't mean in that way either, people. Don't take it that extra way. I'm talking, eating person. I'd like to know what they taste like. Is it sweet meat? Is it savory meat? Is it salty? Is it gamey? Is it tough? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Probably the person.
You talking about human meat?
Yeah, like human meat.
They say it tastes like bacon.
Bacon? Come on, humans! Why do you want to taste like bacon? I thought you was going to say some chicken. I'd rather taste like chicken.
It tastes like pork ass.
I'd rather taste like chicken. Like if I had to pick, like if somebody was about to eat me, I was like, I'm gonna eat you. What do you want to taste like? Chicken. So you better make me like, at least you can cook me with anything. If I taste like something in specific, I'll probably go to freezer for months.
No, it tastes like pork and they're gonna have it with apple slices
Now.
and maybe applesauce.
Maybe lamb.
Mmm.
Like, ooh, how about this?
With the sauce that your mom makes.
Miles Anthony sauce ain't done just be doing hot sauce. By the way, yeah, because if you read the page, Miles Anthony sauce was inspired. This is way back when I first started making sauces. They weren't even hot sauce. They were Caribbean style pepper sauces. Yes, we have Caribbean in our family. Plus, my mom cooks everything. Everything. But what really turned me on to that style of hot sauce was when I went to dinner Thanksgiving dinner, and they aren't Caribbean, so don't say, oh, what does that have to do with Caribbean style hot sauce? I'm gonna explain. Cape Verdean side of my family, full-blooded Cape Verdeans, and we were hanging out with them during Thanksgiving. Let me tell you, since that Thanksgiving, I have not been to another Thanksgiving dinner because no other Thanksgiving dinner is gonna ever come close.
Why not?
Oh, you had to see the spread. You had to see the number one. The table was like from this window to that grill table, the food table, right? They had lobster, fucking bouillabaisse, seafood bouillabaisse, some kind of fish dish, some other kind of seafood dish with like, and I didn't like octopus at first because every time I've ever tasted octopus, it never it was always too chewy.
Yeah, yeah.
It was too chewy.
Overcooked.
Yeah, but the way my cousin made it was like not too soft, but just the right texture she had. There was scallops, squid, fucking fish, shrimps, and like the prawns with the heads on them. So you got, pull the heads off, but they still the body. Yeah. Oh my God, man. It's mussels, clams, just seafood. Everything you could think of from the sea was in this dish. And I was just like, yes, shrimps. Everything except seahorse. I don't think we're allowed to eat seahorses. I want to know what they taste like. They look interesting. They probably don't taste very good.
I'm pretty sure they're probably bony as hell.
Yeah, that's what they look like.
Aren't they? Don't they have like an exoskeleton though?
What's the smell?
So they're like a shrimp.
No, they got an internal skeleton.
So they have internal skeleton. Oh, here he is.
Well, I would think so.
They look like they would have an exoskeleton because they look spiny. Oh no. They don't have exoskeleton.
How do you eat shrimp with the head on? You just pull it off and eat the body?
You just pull it. It's just there because why waste the time cutting it off? Or there's actually, it's like lobster. When they give you the whole lobster, some people eat what's in the head. Some don't.
Oh, the tamale.
You know that greenish looking shit?
Yeah, the tamale.
Some people eat that. Some people don't. Me personally, I'll eat it all.
Do that.
That's why I love crawfish. I know that it's like not a lot of meat on it, but I love me some
oh
crawfish,
my
man.
God, yo.
Love me some crawfish. I pick that
Crawfish.
Suck that thing out.
Crawfish. And like, like the real way with the Old Bay. Old Bay seasoning.
Yes.
And you put it in a boil and let it just boil and boil and boil, and I don't know if it's a fast boil or a slow boil, but I know it's a boil. I've never been able to do them live, so I've always gotten them. I've always gotten them like from the store.
Already made.
No. I've actually cooked them myself. I just want to do them live, because when they're fresh, I'm going to assume just like with food, like seafood, the fresher it is when it's not farmed, you're gonna get. See, people don't understand what I like about like actual fresh caught, like wild caught anything. Is that when it's wild caught, you get the flavor of its surroundings instead of this controlled environment. And see, in a controlled, like the best. I'm sorry, that's one thing I love about catfish. Oh, I love catfish.
I was looking at the catfish at Seatown yesterday.
Was it farmed?
I'm not sure, but they were whole fishes, not cut up or nothing.
I never see whole.
catfish.
Oh, you go to the one on Grand Ave. That's why, right? Yeah, the one on Grand Ave is like the best one.
But this is the most expensive one.
This yellow
What,
mouse
the
has
Grand
six
Avenue?
eyes.
It is.
You know which one was actually
Even
more
the
expensive?
one on Kimberly Avenue was a little bit expensive, but it was reasonable.
Yeah, but they don't have everything.
They don't have everything, but it was a reasonable price.
They don't have everything. That shit be
But-
making me mad.
But they had whole snack noodles, black bass.
That's what I'm talking about. Like
whole
their
porkies.
fish selection at the one on Kimberly Avenue is weak. It's weak.
Look at that.
Now this is a special hot sauce because I did this one with some pico de gallo and some onions. That was it. I've never done like a vegetable. Well, that's a lot. I've never used onions in a hot sauce before. Mm-mm. Oh, I haven't. I've never used onions in a hot sauce. I've never used vegetables really in hot sauce.
We gotta
period.
find it triple here. I could have sworn I saw that Seatown.
You might have, but see, the thing is, once they come and they go, you won't see them for like a year.
They had some yellow dragon fruit. I was gonna grab them, but they didn't look like the dragon fruits like how the dragon fruits are supposed to look. Like
Maybe
it was
maybe that was a prickly pear.
No.
Oh, it's
it was dragon fruit, but
Oh.
it was. I could tell it was ripe. It wasn't ripe yet, but it was like it was too thick to be that yellow dragon fruit. The yellow dragon fruit is small.
Yeah, they're
holding your hand.
usually about this big.
Yeah, but
They're
this
yellow.
one looks like it was that small, but the skin on it was like
Really thick?
cancerous looking. And I'm just like, this doesn't look right. So I'm not gonna get that.
I can't wait to go. I can't wait to until I can get a prickly pear. Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
You know what? That's what I meant to do last night. Find some triple pear.
I mean, I know where to order them from, but I want to just walk into a market and get them.
Right?
There used to be this really good market on the boulevard called Chico's back in the day, right?
I've heard of them.
And they used to have some of the best fruits. And sometimes at some of the Asian stores, you can find some really good fruits. Like I seen these. Oh man, I don't know why I didn't get them. I should have got them. I was in New York, in Brooklyn, and I was just walking around because I was bored. I had that. Remember I was telling you about the concert. I didn't go inside, so I was walking around. I was just looking for different shit. I found some extra long cayenne red hot peppers. Like shit was like this fucking long. I ain't never seen a pepper that long in my life. I was
Was
like,
it bird's eye?
no,
Regular cayenne?
I don't even know. It just said long hot pepper.
Long hot pepper.
It said long hot pepper. I got them from this little Korean market.
You gotta love Americans.
I know. I love Koreans. I love.
they were Koreans?
Yeah, I love Asian people because they were really nice too. You know how everybody's always like Asian people are so stuck up and shit. She was nice as shit.
Yeah.
I was like, could you point me in the direction of some peppers? I'm looking for something different, like besides habaneros and shit. She's like, oh yes. Come here. So she brought me over here and she showed me this pack. The pack was like this long, and it was like maybe 8 peppers in there. I mean, long, about like this thick. And I was thinking where they were banana peppers because I've heard of banana peppers, but they're not banana peppers. They were long. They're long cayennes. Actually, we're growing some, so we'll see how that happens when they grow. Because that plant, I believe, grows maybe almost as tall as that does, and these things are long. Now I was looking at some stuff the other day too about the pepper plants. How they were saying when they first start fruits, you're supposed to pick the ones from the bottom before they ripen, because then that leaves more energy for the ones at the top. And then what you're supposed to do is at the first cross section, I guess, they say pick the outermost and just take those off, and then let the rest of them ripen to full ripeness or your desired ripeness. And they said as you pick them off while they're ripening, it'll make the other ones get bigger. So if you're looking for bigger peppers, you pick off as many as you pick off as you go, but so you don't waste.
Okay.
But we'll see when that happens. I mean, right now, the freaking Trinidad scorpions still aren't growing, so I'm going to assume there's a very strong possibility that those might have been Matasano seeds, because certain seeds are actually genetically fucked up with, so that they don't germinate. So that the farmers have to keep buying the fucking seeds over and over again. Because I'm thinking to myself, how is a seed company gonna? What's he doing now?
Stop.
I was saying to myself, how is a seed company gonna tell them that they can't grow the seeds the next year? Like, how are they gonna stop them from doing that? Right? So I found out how a lot of these things, like, this is what made me make the offer to the farmers in the first place. It's like they have to sign these like long contracts, which basically states we're gonna charge you for the next 5 seasons up front because.
Egypt, stop. Please never have to charge. I want to know, like, mess it up.
Like he usually do, like.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which I don't know why he's doing that, because he literally just ate.
Because he wants to be a dick. No, seriously, he literally just likes being a dick. He loves being a dick. Cats are dicks. They're dicks.
Cats are dicks.
They are dicks. I think, who was it? Robot Chicken said it best. You remember the episode of Robot Chicken where the person's walking down the stairs and they're like, cats are dicks, and the cat like trips him down the stairs.
Like, he just...
And then he sits there. And what's bad is he acts like a kid. Like, he looks at you while he's still putting his paw up. Like,
yeah,
like, huh? You gonna do? You gonna do something? I'm about to touch it. I know you said no, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
I'll wait for you to turn around.
And I'm gonna be like, ha! I'm gonna jump over the thing and then attack your legs. He's a child. He is a child. He is a straight up child. He's a straight child. He's like a little kid. He's like that little kid.
Yeah, see?
What happened?
I knew it.
What happened?
Well, I mean, because remember when we were talking last night and you were telling me that you were looking for the fruit of the plant, but I wasn't sure if you were referring to nopales. Remember, I was like, oh, the paddle cat. It was like the flat cactus.
Oh yeah, I be seeing them have that, but that is the cactus, but that's not the fruit.
Right, exactly. So now,
that is the cactus. Okay. That is definitely the cactus because
so
I've seen that all the time.
So that means that it's going to be in a Latin American supermarket because it's a Latin American. Down in, like, I see everywhere I go, even the markets on Grand Avenue, nopales everywhere.
Really? But not the fucking fruit.
Right, not the fruit. So I don't know. Maybe
so I wonder if maybe they can grow the. Yeah, it must not be in season.
Let me see.
Because I think you could probably look up New Mexico, and you might be able to get them from there.
Definitely.
But I was talking to my guy in Arizona, and I was like, "Yo, you could probably do me a really big favor. Find me some prickly pears. If you could find me some prickly pears."
Oh, they gotta be in Arizona too.
They got Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico. Has to have them. Fucking Cali should probably have them.
Anywhere down south. Anywhere
but you know what?
Like growing cactuses and shit.
Nothing against everybody in California, but I'm gonna be straight up real with some of y'all.
Peak season for prickly pears is late summer through early winter, September to December in northern hemispheres.
I figured as much because the last time I got them was back in like Marchish. No, January. Yeah, the Part of Chaos. January. It was January. It was right before January, like February, January, right around there.
Between the September and December, we got it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know where I found it the first time.
Where'd you get it from the first one?
Fucking Stop and Shop. No, wait. Yeah, Stop and Shop. The Stop and Shop in oh, which one was it? Was it the one by my mom's house? I think it was the one by my mom's house. Yeah, it was the one by my mom's house. Kimberly Avenue, you know. Or Elm Street. Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
That's the one I found it at. Or it was either that one, or it might have been the shop right that used to be where that was. Is it
like
the
Orange?
Right, that one that used to be the Stop and Shop. It was either that or the Stop and Shop right around the corner. But it's in that area is where I found it. But here's what I'm thinking: I might be able to find it. Maybe an Asian market because they'll buy crazy foods, or one of those farmers market places, like like the two. There's actually 3 of them, right around the Bull Hill Lane, Boston Post Road area. You got the halal market that has.
Yes.
Then you have the fresh.
I like that place. I've been in there once. I like it.
I like
the
the
whole goats in there.
Yeah. I used during like whenever it is the Greeks do all their feasts and shit like that. Man, you should have seen it. My fucking van be full of fucking whole goats. Yo, I remember one day I was delivering, right? And there was nowhere for me to park like right there. So I had to park like across the street and walk them across. So yeah, you had to see the look on people's faces. Because I'm walking these carcasses. Like, these motherfuckers are like 50, 60, 70 pounds. So I'm walking these motherfuckers over, and you know, they're headless, obviously. And somebody's like, yo, somebody called such and such. This motherfucker bring a dog up in there. I'm like, I'm gonna be walking a fucking dog into a fucking restaurant in broad daylight, dude. Come on, get the fuck out of here. It's goat, lamb, and shit. And the thing about lamb that a lot of people do not know.
Why is it so fat?
It's so fatty as fuck. Like, it has to be kept covered.
You not grilling that. I mean, you could grill it.
You
but
could.
The way my
but
cousin
you
did
gotta
it, you have to watch.
Yeah, and you gotta slow roast it. Because if you do it too fast, that grill's gonna be like, just like, you know.
All the way. She had a 3-story. That shit. I was on the fucking third floor. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, like, you've seen what happens when you do chicken.
Exactly.
You put the chicken on the grill when it's too hot. That shit splash. Woof. It shoots up. But hamburger grease, not so much.
This is mixed with other types of stuff.
Yeah, hamburger meat, not so much. Steak meat, not so much. But let some chicken hit that motherfucking grill. Let that grease hit the what? That shit's like damn lighter fluid. Oh shit! What just happened? You should figure out a way to like squeeze that out and just like squirt it on the damn shit before you fucking. You know what I mean?
You know how to smoke meats?
Yes. Actually, I just saw how it's done by my guy, Tony, in New Hampshire. He was smoking some vegetables for his new hot sauce, right? This dude be coming up with some fucking shit.
I was just about to say, have you ever tried like smoking the
No. You know what? I haven't tried any of the things I've seen people do. I haven't tried roasting the peppers yet. I haven't tried smoking anything. I've just kept doing it my way. Like, but I plan to incorporate different things. Just try. Just see what it is. Come up with my own different processes. So I would like to do a smoke and then sun brew it and ferment it. Because if it's smoked, that smoky flavor is going to just infuse into the vinegar. And that's why a lot of my vinegary sauces don't taste super, super vinegary. It's not because I don't use vinegar. It's because the sun brew just really puts the flavor of everything into the vinegar. So it makes it. It's like
the vinegar becomes just basically a vehicle.
Exactly.
For the flavors.
Exactly.
That's why it's just so. That's why your hot sauce are always so smooth. Like your hot sauce smells like it should be, in these bottles, commercial jars and stuff like that.
It will be one day. It will be one day. I'm working at it, Pete. Come on now,
Yeah, because it's too good to not.
I got a guy right now. He wants some, and I'm just like, I don't want you to have to buy 22-ounce bottle of it just to try it. Like, that's a lot. If you don't like it, then you're stuck with it. You know what I mean? Not because, I mean, me personally, if I buy something and I don't like it, I get mad. You know what I'm saying? I get mad. But now that I've been on this whole hot sauce journey, I've been really surprised at how many different hot sauces. Like, you have your regular store brands. You have your brands that are basically just trying to be the next Tabasco or the next, like Tapatio. Tapatio is good. I like Tapatio. I like them because they took the to whatever, and they don't use Tabasco. You know, they don't use the peppers that Tabasco uses, which are Tabasco peppers, but they've got a flavor that's very rare. Like, I do like Tabasco. Don't get me wrong.
I've never had Tapatio. I don't like Tabasco.
I like Tabasco. I don't like the wateriness of it. Now, there's two different. See, I don't like. There's one Tabasco I don't like. The green cap. I don't like the green cap. I like the red cap. Because I think the red cap. Yeah, I liked it because you remember, and here's the reason why. Because as children, we grew up on certain shit. That was the hot sauce that they put. Well, no, Frank's wasn't the hot sauce for fish. Remember? For fish, it was always. Yo, for me, if it wasn't Tabasco, I didn't really want to put it on fish. Because Tabasco, like, I'm gonna give it to Tabasco. I'm not. You don't ever hear me knock Tabasco. Never. Because I like Tabasco. I do. They are banging on. Yo.
I gotta try that fish.
Catfish sandwich?
I gotta try that.
Yes. I have a bottle of probably. Well, I had a bottle in my old home. The first one before the last 3.
Shut up.
I'm not talking about this one. This is B number 4. But.
The first one before the last 3. Like, stop it.
But like, no, because to me it's a journey.
No, I know.
It's what I've noticed is on every, and I didn't realize I was doing this. Like, every time I leave one place, I always make a sauce before I go, and in that sauce I never make it again. So that was the last one I made before I left, and I'm not gonna make that again because guess what? I didn't write that down. It was just, I gotta fucking hurry up and use the ingredients. I made mama, and I said, I'm gonna dedicate this one to mom and dedicate this one to the person I was saying with at the time. Not anymore. She doesn't. I saved your life. That's enough. As far as I'm concerned, that should be enough. What more am I supposed to do? I hope, and I mean this with all honesty. I hope she's okay. I hope that her health stays up because if it goes back down, she's gonna be right back in the same place. Everybody ignoring them and not being around. You know how it is. They see somebody else doing it, and they want to do it, and then they want to destroy that person because they look bad. They look bad. How you not aware? How's your mother? You live around the corner pretty much, like a 10-minute walk, and you drive. You go get coffee every morning. Every fucking morning. You can't stop by for 5 minutes. You have a key. You don't even have to ring the doorbell. You can just go right in. Hey, how you doing? You all right? No? Okay, what's good? No? Like, I feel bad I'm not going to check on my grandmother. She's 92 years old and healthy, but I feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like I couldn't imagine. I just couldn't imagine that. That just doesn't make any sense to me. But people are going to be, you can't make people act
I
like...
visited your grandma in the hospital.
Of course you did. Most people did. And the whole point is, it could be the last time you see somebody.
Not your grandma. Me cracking up in the hospital.
Right, she was talking shit.
What's the lady that used to come and sit with your grandma from time to time? I think her name was Jennifer. Jennifer.
No, wait, Ennifer.
Because she had the
Jamaican.
Yeah, she had that dude that would be drinking natural light, sitting in her car and shit.
Drunkish. Start beeping the horn.
Yeah.
Shelly!
They both came upstairs to go see me, and she was watching the news. And it was something. This is when Donald Trump was president.
Oh God.
And she was watching the news, and he was like, "You need to get that out of." Then they said, "Donald Trump is going to save America. And she started getting like really like.
Yo.
And we was like, yeah, all right.
That's
come
why-
on now, you got. We was
that's
like, don't
why-
upset her.
That's why I was trying to say, like, you know what?
Just
Just because he says some crazy shit sometimes doesn't necessarily make him a racist.
Listen,
Now,
it makes him a
he's-
lot of things.
He's an
Listen, he got
egotistical
sued for not renting
to black people. Yeah, I know.
You don't do that unless you feel some type of way.
You feel some type of way, but that doesn't mean you're a racist. You know what I'm saying? People gotta stop throwing the term racist.
He's prejudiced.
He's a prejudiced bigot.
Yeah.
He's a prejudiced bigot. But he himself is not stopping our race from doing shit. And that's what people need. That's what black people need to start understanding, in my opinion. Is you give racism way too much power by saying you can't be racist. Yes, we can if we want to. We just don't know how because we're too busy fucking blaming the white man for everything. Stop. You're never going to grow if you're looking for someone to blame. As soon as you accept responsibility for your surroundings, your community, guess what? Things will change. And then they're going to have to change with you, or you just don't deal with them. Like, they're talking, like, what kills me about it is how everybody's like, oh, I never knew about the Oklahoma thing. Really? Really? Like, nobody looked up anything when Rosewood came out. Because I know when that movie came out, I was like, this is bullshit. Black people didn't have their own town, and then white people literally just came in there and killed them all. It's bullshit. So I looked it up. And I found out that Rosewood was based loosely on several different incidents like that. And then they showed you which ones. I was just like, God damn. And Rosewood actually is a true story.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Some white
actually
lady
true.
lied.
Yeah,
Said
it's-
some black guy was catcalling her, but really she was having a goddamn affair.
Yeah, she was having an affair, and that dude beat her ass.
Yeah.
And then that's what happened. But it was loosely based on other things. It didn't happen exactly like that. But the thing was, they used other incidents and basically said, here's a bunch of things that happened to us. Now watch it. We can't say this is exactly true because then they won't let us make this movie. We're going to say it's loosely based on fact.
You did have to for the lawyers.
But see, yeah, and then what kills me about it is that when somebody gives you a bone and all you do is bury it somewhere, well, that's your stupidity. I'm going to find out where the rest of the fucking carcass is at. Where's the rest of the bones? I want to know more about these bones. Why are you giving me this bone? Why? Why this bone? I want to go get my own bone from where you got this bone from. So I went looking up shit, and I was just like, damn. It's like everywhere. Like the story of Chicago. Huh. That's an interesting one. Very interesting.
Yeah, founded by a black man.
Very interesting.
And became this really weird epicenter of black violence.
Now.
Yeah. It wasn't always
But
like that.
that's the thing. No, it was epicenter of white violence for a while. Motherfuckers was over there killing each other left and right. Shit. Al Capone went over there and just started blowing up everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. And here's what kills me about that. They knew this dude was doing the shit, right? But how did they get him? Tax evasion. Because that's the
They
only
knew
way.
he was bootlegging.
No,
You saw them
they
shits.
knew he was doing it. Not just bootlegging, they knew he was responsible for the murders of like fucking 30, 40 fucking people. Cops
included.
fucking judges, prosecutors,
And they
DAs,
didn't do what he
FBI
wanted to do.
agents.
They was out.
And then they were just like, no, but the thing was, see, what I believe kept him from being prosecuted for his drugs and shit is he wasn't able to do all that shit without help.
No, of course not.
He
That's why
wasn't-
they were prime families.
He wasn't, yeah, but there was police and FBI and government officials
On the tape.
involved. That's why they were just like, you know what, this motherfucker's not paying taxes, just go get him. We don't even need a warrant, just send in the IRS police. IRS police? Yes, the IRS police. Don't they need a warrant? No, just tell them he hasn't paid taxes. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. This guy's been making millions and hasn't paid
You
millions.
can't even almost tell them that you. I think I messed up on my time. You will have smoke grenades thrown into your building
Like,
the moment
they will raid your shit. Like this lady, this is a true story. This lady, I guess she defaulted on her loans,
Mhm.
and she was married at the time. But then her and the husband got divorced or some shit like that. But I guess she still had the man, right? So. You know, they seen purchases being made, and she's not staying with him no more, but the last address they had was him. They came, kicked the doors down and everything, fucking waving guns, like, your bitch owes taxes. Oh! What?
Everybody that's with you was going down.
What the fuck do you mean? Taxes? What's that got to do with me? Why you got guns in my face? Shit, like, I'm not dangerous. It's taxes. Like, that's why a lot of times, that's why you notice with a lot of organized crime and shit like that, the first thing
If
they
you
try to
don't
do.
put-
What was he doing?
I wanted the cake. Oh.
And what was he doing?
No, he pulled the knife out and then started looking at it. And I was
Oh,
like,
shit.
well, you put that shit. He's like, oh, he pointed to the cake. I was like,
Yeah,
He's
then
like,
5
I don't
minutes,
know,
then 5 minutes later.
Since
he-
we're talking all about crime, like,
Right, like, how many can I stab before I get in trouble?
no, just kidding. Go ahead, open the cake.
So, that's what made me start looking into. That's why I like history.
Yeah, I love
You
it.
can't believe what they show you. You can't. You can't believe what anybody shows you, not even your own people. Because.
You gotta go in and find out yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny because I always tell people, Hitler wrote Mein Kampf, and racists will read it and be like, this is me, this is the truth. So you can't really tell me to read, oh, you gotta read this book, you gotta read it. I mean, yeah, listen, books are biased too. It's all about perception.
They don't like to tell us is why did it take the U.S. so long to enter the European theater of war? You wanna know why? You wanna know why it took us so long?
Oh,
Because
I know why.
Hitler actually based Mein Kampf off of McCartney's fucking writings.
A lot of people don't understand that.
Most of the racist and fascist countries took their shit
Hitler
from us.
didn't just come up with the whole. No, he was literally like, well, Trail of Tears, how they was treating the black people, how they was
Wait a
treating.
minute, ghettos, concentration camps.
They
The
made them
U.S.
slave.
The
They made them do
U.S.
slavery.
has been doing this shit since they've been founded.
All they did was just take the genetic cleansing of the Indians and the slavery of the fucking African American,
And then the manifest destiny of how you guys justified basically taking this whole entire country from anybody who was on it.
Basically.
Like what? Mexico? No, Mexico. Half this country
This is
belonged.
California.
Half this country belonged to Mexico.
Yes, California, Arizona, New Mexico, which is an insult.
Nevada,
Texas.
Like basically, there's
Tennessee.
yeah, part of Tennessee. There a lot. Most of this country belongs to the Mexicans and the Spanish. And shit. We just kept going. Like
Even Bill Ryder.
that's why. I mean, I understand what Texans are saying now, right? Well, no, Florida they took from. Well,
They brought it from the French. Well, the French was like,
well, technically,
well, that's
that
Louisiana,
was
sorry.
taken from the Seminoles, which they say there's still a group of them that went off. Like when they started moving the Native Americans away, like when one of the last wars, a bunch of the Seminole Indians just went into the swamps and just would do hit and run raids and shit. But they say there's still a group that they can't find them, obviously, and they could have died out by now. Who knows? Until one of them comes out and like starts swinging tomahawks and shit. But they say that a big, large group of them just went off into the swamps and stayed there and just was like, nope, y'all not gonna kill us all.
yeah, shit. We
So
gonna
they
serve some of this shit.
They might still be alive in the swamps.
Just casually knocking
Yeah, just
off
chilling.
rednecks.
Right? Just, oh, another man was eaten by a gator today.
Yeah,
That's what they think.
They're like, don't go down to the swamp that night because the gators over there, but really it's Seminole Indians. Yo, that's crazy. It's so funny because they say in Florida, the more up north you go, the more redneck it gets.
Makes sense.
Southern you go.
Well, then look at where they're getting. Look what they're getting closer to. You getting closer to Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. Those borders right there.
That's true. Oh, I don't know how there is even black people living in Mississippi. I
That's-
don't get it.
I don't know how there's anybody living in Mississippi. Like, how are we talking shit about any other country in Mississippi? Some of them counties look like, what the fuck happened here?
Yes.
Like, I seen some shit.
It's sundown towns in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Still to this
And
day.
Alabama too. You go
I
like
said, what?
a place called Tallahassee, Alabama. I don't like people. But what I'm saying is like the thing that back to the whole racism thing, right? The thing that makes me look at it from a human standpoint now, I'm not gonna pretend that I've always had the same viewpoint on racism. I used to be very pro-black, anti-everything else. I learned something. You can't be pro one human, one race, and then expect all of us to benefit from it. Because we're not. Nobody benefits if only one benefits. That's what's happening with corporations right now. That's why people are shifting things. People are getting angry. And then jobs are still playing games. You need workers. Hire people off the street. What are you doing? Making people... How many people... Okay, yeah, so many people may have computers and shit. But what if they don't have internet? What if they ain't got no data to be filling out an application?
Exactly.
Whatever happened to paper applications?
They did away with that.
What happened to paper applications?
They did away with that.
I know. I was asking a lady at the shop right yesterday. I was like, so I see you're hiring. Only can go on the computer? Now, I've gotten paper applications. Well, I remember when I went up to Sioux Limits one time shopping, I was like, listen. I said, you know, I see you guys hiring and shit. I said, do you have paper applications? And this HR lady just so happened to hear me. She's like, wow, I've never heard anybody ask for a paper application before. I said, I just feel better because at least I know I'm handing it to a person who's potentially going to read it. Rather than I go on the computer and do it, I don't know, 1,000 people on the computer, how do I know that you got the shit? You know what I'm saying? Either way, so the lady gave me a name to call.
Okay.
Which, that's how you get information. You fill out the thing on the computer and then you have to wait. No, I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I said, every single time I do that, I don't get no call back. And you call somebody, it's like, well, that's at the main branch. Well, how do I find out? Who do I call to find out if my application's been looked at?
Exactly.
And then now, the thing that's really driving me crazy about this whole thing is these mofos want all this job history. I've been unemployed for the last year. I'm not putting on shit. I'm putting no fucking job history. The fuck you need no job history for? But then they got certain ones you can't go further past it unless you fill in some kind of job information. Like, how about I had COVID? Been sick for a year. How about that one? Maybe I almost died. Whatever the fuck the case may be. And then my whole thing is, why does it matter? Y'all need people. So how you gonna tell? How's the state gonna say if you don't look for work, they can kick you off of unemployment? Okay, how do they know you're not? Now let's say you are looking and you just don't get hired. Then what? You get kicked off because you can't find a job? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. It's ass backwards. And then what happens after Christmas when they shut everything down? That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna wait till after Christmas this year. They're not gonna shut down before Christmas. They won't wait. They're too happy getting this money right now. They're way too happy. Even though cases are up 10% nationwide, they want that money. They gonna push the motherfuckers. They'll be like, well, what's a safe percentage? CDC. Does it really matter? None of us are gonna get sick. What about your family? You guys been vaccinated? Vaccinated? Fuck that. We are rich. We COVID people. Well, let them poor people die. Who cares? You know? And they already know. Like I said, the last two strains that I heard they were talking about is that B172 something whatever, which is the one from India. And there's a one from Brazil, which obviously they're saying is going to take over being the more predominant strain in the United States, which makes sense that one from Brazil would be more or less here than one from India. Reason being, the border with fucking Mexico. And here's the funny thing about that. When he took office, first he kicks a white family off their land to continue building the wall, but then he's letting the immigrants in who are sick. Yes! Like, why? Our fucking healthcare system is inundated enough as it is. Why would you bring people in who... And I'm not against... Don't get me wrong, people. I know you guys are probably going to be like, he sounds like a Trumper. I'm not a Trumper. I'm a non-government person. I can't stand any of those motherfuckers. All of them. I especially laugh at you stupid sons of bitches who voted for Biden and are now sitting here looking at Biden like, I thought you were going to save us. No, he's a Democrat, dumbass. Why would he fucking save you? Stupid? Y'all so stupid. Read your fucking history, people.
Different wing, same bird.
But here's the thing that cracks me up about them saying, he's going to be the one to reform police.
No, he's not.
Why would he? He's the one that made them the way they are now.
Exactly.
He authored
People.
and pushed that crime bill.
Exactly.
And if you had heard the statements he was making when he pushed this bill, it's like, lock them up. Like, dead ass. They're like, well, what about the ones who are on drugs and just need, like, help, or the ones selling marijuana, or just marijuana, little drug possession. Lock them up. We'll figure it out later. Let them do time. Wow. Like, And y'all thought that just because he ran with a black woman, like that meant anything?
Yeah,
This
I definitely put
bitch,
air quotes around
they
her.
got motherfucking
First of all, she's
evidence
the
of
reason
her.
why 90% of the black men in fucking California were getting locked.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And then they found out that she was manufacturing fucking evidence and allowing manufactured evidence
Yeah.
to put these motherfuckers in jail.
Yeah.
And then giving them like time.
That's why they don't want Bernie Sanders in office, because they knew Bernie Sanders was gonna get shit done. They was like, not so fast.
No, but see, what kills me is how they
We don't want to have to murder you in office. Okay?
Right. But what kills me is how they said, everybody's like, yeah, Biden's only going to last like 2 weeks in office. Y'all are so stupid if you think anybody's assassinating Biden. Y'all are so stupid if you really think the Trumpers had anything to do with running in that Capitol. Yeah, they're just the idiots who, when the doors were left open, ran in there looking stupid. They weren't the ones that orchestrated that shit. They weren't the ones that orchestrated that shit at all. And it's coming out little bit by little bit. But you have to ask yourself, how? How did they get in?
The fucking
And-
government is the reason why they were
And
able to
what's
get in there.
messed
They was
up-
tweeting location
What's
of
messed
certain
up is
officials.
the cops that were working that shit, where everybody's like, oh, it wasn't that serious. And these cops are traumatized. A lot of them quit. Because it's like, you give us a job to do, and then you literally set people on us. And then you cut our fucking legs off from behind us. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't want to have to kill anybody. They didn't.
And they tried
But-
really hard. They only had to. They killed that one lady.
But then one of them, I think 2 cops died in that.
Yeah,
Like,
2 cops
I think 5 people died altogether.
Oh my
3
God, where is
protesters, 2 cops, and I think 2 of the protesters
Where is
got
he?
killed by their own selves.
Yeah.
Like, trampled or some shit.
Yeah.
But I remember watching that scene. Because that woman that got killed was a cop.
No, she was a military.
Or a military or something.
veteran, and
Right.
she was about to breach the area where the
No, I
fucking
seen it.
politicians were at.
I was watching the whole thing. It was a gate. It was a gate in the door. Right?
Boom! Wait,
It was a gate in the door, and he tells her. He says, "Ma'am." He says, "Ma'am."
listen.
Says, "You cannot cross here. I will shoot you."
She was such,
And
she was such a white lady.
But
just-
she was a straight Karen. Because she looked at him. She looked at him and said, "Climb," and that's it. Boom! One shot.
Boom!
Pull, and then she's laying there like,
Consequences?
"Did this motherfucker really shoot me?"
He just give me a
And
consequence.
then and you could see the look on his face.
Yeah,
like-
do you see the look on the other people? They're like, you just shot her. Like, what?
No, what kills me is if they was really about doing what they was
They
doing,
should have stormed it right
they
there.
would have stormed through
Right then
that
and there.
shit and fucked
Right
his
there, because they
ass
had
up.
the upper hand.
Yeah, there were more of them. He couldn't have shot them all, but at the same time, you can tell he wasn't a gun. You can tell the Capitol Police are very well trained. You can tell
That was a whole
they
too
acted with so much restraint, the same kind of restraint that you don't see for us.
No.
You
Oh,
know?
no.
And when I say us, I mean poor people, because that happens to white people too. I've seen it. I remember one time. And see what happens to what cracks me up about it is they'll play the shit that happens to them in shows like Cops and fucking World's Scariest Police Chases, and we watch it as entertainment. They never show that happening to black. They don't show black people getting killed on those shows.
I don't know.
They can't.
That's why they cancel cops, because they had a police brutality case against them, because
And
this
see,
lady
this,
just went crazy beating his ass.
yeah, like somebody told me, oh, I don't watch First 48 because they got some little girl killed. No, First 48 didn't get that little girl killed. The fucking Atlanta police did that. It just so happens First 48 was there when it happened.
One thing that I don't like about any of the cop shows is that it permits a gaze. It's not an experience. They're telling you what's happening.
Right.
So next time when these white people watch A&E the First 48 and they drive somewhere in Memphis and say, "Oh, block Memphis because they be shooting out here," like.
Yeah,
and
but
it's not even like that.
You're
Like
right,
they're not even showing the reason why people commit crimes in these poor areas.
Exactly.
It's poor.
But that's
area.
what I wish. See, you know, a show like that does some headhunting and a lot of research first before they do it.
You guys.
Because they're trying to go a place where you're going to see some action, some murder, you know, blah, blah. But also, they got to make sure that the police departments that they're aligned with aren't doing no crazy shit. Because you're recording this. You're supposed to report this shit. You can't just be riding Baltimore cops watching you shit. That's why you don't see a lot of First 48 in like deep white South, where they should be. Because them cops is down there fucking them white boys up. Bodies dumped here, dumped there, or you don't know how it happened. Oh, I guess Billy Bob drank too much this weekend. Didn't wake up. But his neck's cut off. Well, he was driving his pickup truck and stuck his head out the window and said, "Yeehaw!" And damn thing smacked it off. Shit. But I thought you said he was drinking. He was drinking. Listen, we the goddamn police.
You want to go to
I'm the damn sheriff. And why are you bothering that? Leave that alone. Don't touch that. Do not touch that. That is not a toy.
I am glad that I don't know 10-year-old Aries. Because 10-year-old Aries definitely would have tried to throw my ass off the goddamn house.
I don't know what I was like at 10. I honestly don't. I don't even remember. What grade would I have been? I can tell you if I remember what grade I was in.
Probably like 5th or 6th.
Let's see. I started school when I was 4. Kindergarten 4. First grade 5. Second grade 6. 8th grade. Second grade 6. 7th, 3rd. 8th, 4th. 9th, 5th. 6th grade. So 6th grade. Oh, 6th grade. I wasn't that bad in 6th grade. Come to think of it, I wasn't really that bad. I wasn't really that bad because I was at East Rock School. Well, actually, wait a minute.
Oh, you was at East Rock? Me too.
I started, but I didn't start there. I started in fucking Bro Clemente.
I was about to say Hill Central.
I went Hill Central, then Bro. And then when I got to Bro, halfway through the year, I was like, I told my mom, I'm not going back to this school. Because there's these 2 dudes that used to fuck me all the time, right? And I was short, so they picked on me. Like, and they was like, oh man. This kid Jose, I'm not gonna say any names. They may have changed.
She gonna be watching this?
Well, no, they may have changed their whole entire lives, and I don't want anybody like who knows me, who's like a supporter of me, to like see one of these people in a row and be like, "Fuck you, motherfucker!" Like, oh shit, what happened? You fucked with Mr. McNasty when he was a kid. Bastard, motherfucker's like a doctor and shit's got like 6 kids. He's been like donating his whole entire life to like helping people, and they blow his head off because of being a bully one day. You know? Because people take things a little bit too far now. You know what I'm saying? They take things a little bit too far now. It's like, they just take it too far. You know, people are overly sensitive, I think they're overly sensitive. And the problem, I think, happened with a lot of adolescent kids who are like shooting people and just for no reason, is they were medicating them before puberty. Your brain as a boy isn't releasing certain chemicals before you hit puberty. So you're on these medications for like, you know, so that maybe you're repressing certain chemicals, and then you go through puberty, and your brain gets smacked with all the natural shit it's supposed to get smacked with, plus you're still trying to deal with these chemicals. I mean, they still have no idea how all this medication and shit works as it is, and then you're trying it on males, who are some of the most temperamental fucking things in the world. By nature. So it's like, what are you doing? You're suppressing their brains, and then when they can become of age and they start feeling all these weird feelings, like, oh my god, I want to fuck somebody now. Like, what is this all about? Where did this feeling come from? I don't know how to handle it because now I'm so awkward. I don't know how to talk to these girls, and I don't know how to deal with rejection because I've never been taught what rejection is, because I've been on this cloud of, everything is the way it's supposed to be and nothing ever goes wrong. And I feel good, so I don't need these medications anymore. So, and everything, that shit leaves their system, and then the rest of those chemicals have been repressed, hit their brain, and then they can't deal with it. And that's just my theory, based on what I've read and studied and researched and treatment, the way they treat people. And it's like, and I know it's got to be bad for a kid, because when I was on this shit, and I came off of it, it drove me insane, literally. Like, I lost my mind for like a week. And I'll never forget it because it happened in June of like 90. He was probably 2 or 3. He was young. He wasn't even really walking yet. You know what I'm saying? So he was young. So I'm going to say like maybe, no, he wasn't 2 or 3. He was like maybe 1. If that. Because like I said, he wasn't walking. So at least not very well. So I remember I took him to the hospital one day for some strange. I don't even remember what I took him to the hospital for because I ended up turning around and walking right out. Because like I came in there and I guess the way I was holding him concerned the nurse. So my boy that drove me over there is like, yo, nigga, we need to leave. Like, you are about to get locked up right now because of how you're acting. I'm like, how the fuck am I acting? He's like, you're just off. And I didn't notice it.
Mm-hmm.
So I left the hospital, went home. And I just remember that whole entire week was just terrible. I was hallucinating. Some old dude was following me everywhere. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't do anything. I was like depressed and happy. I went on I was like on a week-long manic episode. And I could not come down from it. So I just started doing every drug I could. I was like, smoke some crack, drink, yo, give me some of that goddamn heroin. I'll sniff it. I'm not shooting it up. Oh, it itches too much. Fuck that. I ain't fucking shit. God, how do you deal with this shit? God damn it, man. He's like, oh, you're gonna be living. I'm like, no. After this, I'm done. There's no way in the world I'm doing this shit again. Look at my arm.
Were you capable?
No, the one time I did heroin once.
Oh, heroin.
Once. And I hate it. I absolutely fucking hate it. He's like, well, it's because you didn't mainline it. I said, smoking is the best way to get it in your system. And guess what? I don't like the way it feels. Number one, it itches like a son of a bitch. Oh, that's because your body's naturally allergic to it. Maybe you shouldn't do something that your body is telling you don't do.
Yeah, because when they injected morphine,
It makes you itch.
Morphine
makes any
morphine is heroin.
Any opioid is gonna do that to you. That's why when I had my vasectomy, it's like, oh, we're gonna give you Percocets and this and this. I was like, you might as well take that prescription for somebody else. I ain't gonna take them. She's like, oh, you're gonna be in pain. I was like, I'm not going to take them. Give me some Tylenol or some shit, because I ain't taking no goddamn opium. I don't like it. I don't like that.
Yeah, that.
Like, oh, the euphoria. Why can't I have the euphoria without? And then I remember one time I caught something laced with fentanyl, which probably should have killed me, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was out there doing what I was doing, when I was getting high, I could go through an 8-ball.
You what?
I said when I was getting high, I could go through an 8-ball without feeling like, oh my God. But I got this one bag of that fentanyl laced shit, and I think the dude gave it to me on purpose, because I called his ass back real quick, like, yo, what the fuck did you give me? I said, your shit's laced, dude. Like, either you know it or you don't, but your shit's fucking laced.
Yeah.
I said, I ain't never looked at a bag of crack and put that motherfucker down like, I don't know if I can smoke the rest of this. I'm usually, God damn, I'm gonna smoke all this and have no more. Not like, oh shit. What the fuck is that? I don't know. Fucking, I feel high, but my heart's doing weird shit. Like, my heart was pounding, but then I'm like nodding off. I'm like, As soon as I started nodding, I was like, nope, this is that fentanyl shit. Of course, I finished it, but I done paid for it. I might as well finish it. But I did it like over the course of 2 days, because I'm like, maybe it's just something else. Like, maybe it's not this, but I'm not gonna hit it one big chunk. No. And this was before fentanyl really was making a big splash, like before anybody had died from this shit. So this is early on, when some people was trying it out. Then I find out 2 weeks later, 3 people died from that same batch of shit that I took. Which kind of is why I feel like I'm invincible. Or maybe I just poisoned myself with so much shit that my body's just like, let's one more thing.
When about the kidneys, don't those old poison?
My kidneys is probably so overworked. I'm surprised they still do work. I swear to God, I must have kidneys. They're probably like, look, motherfucker, when we give out, it's gonna be a bad day for you. All this shit. Like, I better not ever get shot in the kidney. Whew.
No.
That shit gonna, I'll be like, oh, ah!
You ever seen, you remember American Dad, right?
Yeah.
When in the kidney episode, the kidney like doing the jacket, like scat that, do that, do that, and then he could no longer like filter out the shit. He's like, oh, I'm like, it's time for me to go. He's like, no, don't leave me. What am I gonna do with that shit? That motherfucking kidney died and floated up out his ass.
Oh my God, that's why I think you have to.
You just drink some fucking water.
Like that one, no, cranberry juice.
Well, that too.
No, that's why. Why do you think I think the only reason I'm still alive is because there are times when all I'll ever drink is aloe juice and fucking cranberry juice. Just flush
that shit out.
That shit the fuck out. Maybe the bleach actually helped.
The bleach was pure.
Yo, the bleach might have helped. That
Your
shit,
kidneys was like,
that shit
"Any-"
came in there, was like, whoosh, like, oh!
Your kidneys said, we need all the help we can get.
They're like, oh,
Bring
shit.
that quarterback down there.
Bring it in, let's go.
Clean this shit out.
All right, yep, right this way. Yeah, we got some crack in here, and some heroin over there, special K over there, little fentanyl
He
over there.
this crazy motherfucker smoke. You know what I mean? We gotta clean this shit
Yeah,
out.
and we know, and he knew what it was after the fact, and he still smoked it. What a fucking
He
idiot.
still smoked it.
God damn it, we got coke over there. Well, the weed we'll leave here. Leave the weed here. Oh,
the
shit,
weed's
what-
actually helping.
We don't even know what half these drugs are because he doesn't know what they were. He just put them in his mouth, popping pills with these fucking crazy kids. Yo, I used
Stool hardeners, stool softeners.
Yo, right, like, why can't I shit? This didn't get me high. Yeah, well, man, when you can't shit for like 6 weeks, it's like a mind-blowing experience. Sounds more like an ass-blowing experience, sir. I don't want my ass blown.
Why were kids pissing and pooping into jars and leaving it in the sun and occasionally huffing from it? Egypt.
There's
Stop.
ammonia in pee.
Huh?
There's naturally ammonia in pee.
Right.
And there's some other chemical in your shit that when they mix together and you like
That's disgusting.
see you don't do this, but if you ever live in a house where people don't flush the toilet because let's not flush piss because it's a waste of water.
I hate that too.
Yeah, so do I. That's why I have to tell them every now and then because I call me doing it here a couple times like no. Flush the toilet. Don't do that. Because number one, it stinks.
Yes.
A whole bunch of piss stinks. That's fine if you live by yourself.
Right. I can't even do that by my. I tried and I
But
was
see,
like,
you know the thing about it is like you go to take a shit or a piss, you look back and it's like all yellow.
Yeah, it's all
and you
scary.
think you like, ew, whose bathroom am I in?
Like-
is this a public bathroom?
It's how I imagine an outhouse looked if it had a light in it.
Have you ever seen an outhouse in person?
Have you been to an outhouse at Seaside Park in Bridgeport? Yeah, exactly. It gets
No.
Real bad.
I'm not talking about porta potty.
like an outhouse,
I'm
like in the
talking
woods.
about actual wooden
Outhouse, yeah, I've been in one time
Because you know what it is, right? It's simply a wooden bench.
with a
What a
hole
hole.
in the ground.
There, a hole where you sit your ass.
Yeah.
No seat. No seat.
No, it's no
Just
seat. It's just
straight
it goes
sit
straight down.
and fucking shit into a hole.
And
It's
they pour enzymes in it and shit. But
but the porta potties I don't like for one reason. They're made out of that plastic. So because they keep that
It's-
clear top, like
yeah,
kinda clear
and it
top,
kind
so
of like bakes.
it gets so hot. And see, to me, they're not using the right. I understand they want to use that blue shit, but I don't know. Oh, I know why. Never mind.
Cause that's the enzyme thing.
No,
that-
see, they can't use. I'm like,
They
why
can't
don't
flush.
No, I was like, why don't they just pour fucking the strongest bleach they can? They can't because think about it, you don't flush it, so they would have all this piss,
Yeah.
and then the next person that goes in there is gonna end up. They're like, what the fuck happened to them? Oh shit.
And it's hot as fuck.
Yeah, they see like an empty bleach bottle. Like, who filled up the fucking latrine with the fucking bleach? Like, dude, the shit was stinking.
First day on the job. Your first day on the job was stinking. Like this stuff.
Like, what the fuck? I was trying to clean it. Didn't it say no bleach? No, it actually doesn't say. Well, come on, guy. Well, I cleaned my toilet with bleach, so I figured it was okay to put bleach in there. Yeah, but this is not a toilet. It doesn't
Like,
flush.
see, I always thought that I was being bougie.
No, you should have let it fall right on his ass. You should have let it fall right on his ass. That's what you get, Ramses. Like, what? He is fucking fascinated with your damn. He's been at that hamper all day.
Because it has his fucking blankets and stuff in there. But that was from the winter. I gotta wash
What,
those.
he
so I can
knows
put it
they're in there?
Well, I mean,
I guess because he keeps sticking his hand in there like he's trying to get something. Like, would you? Yo, he's the
He's
only
like, it's
cat.
cold, bitch. Give me my blanket.
He's the only cat I've ever seen try to use his hands like hands. Like he reached in his bag and was like reaching around in there,
He
like
loves
feeling around.
bags.
I'm like, what are you
He
doing?
loves. If I leave my book bag unzipped, there's
He
a
reaches
chance
in
that
there?
I'm. No, he'll put his whole body in there. Just
Oh, he'll get in it.
yeah. One time, I don't know if I'm making this up or if maybe it wasn't that much. I think he zipped it himself because it was like
He probably
halfway
grabbed it with his
closed.
claw, like.
Yeah, because I had it like open, and I think he got inside and just zipped it himself. And I
I'm
was
telling
like,
you, the way he be
son of
sitting
a-
there, shit, one day you probably gonna come in here, you gonna be sitting here like this up against the couch, leg crossed with a cigarette. Like, yeah, right. Hey, you gonna be like, oh shit, Ramsey's past that. What the fuck you doing?
You didn't pay the rent this month.
Like you got light?
I'd be like, wait, hold the fuck up. How do you know I didn't pay the rent this month?
Like you,
Okay.
like you got light? What you smoking? Oh, I got that catnip.
What's catnip? I can't find his catnip. I gave him catnip once and he just went to sleep and I
Really?
can't
'Cause
find
I
it.
heard
I
catnip.
think he hit it.
I heard catnip makes him.
No, catnip don't make it. It makes him hallucinate because he be reaching that shit that he.
He's been doing that without the catnip.
No, because he was laying on the rug just. His eye was all half open, just. And I was just
I'm
like.
telling you, Ramsey's
Ramsey's
not,
a damn drug addict.
Ramsey's is retarded.
He was on
And
that
it's
heroin.
like he wants to
Wait,
get
hold
in
on.
that box. So,
Heroin nip.
heroin.
He was on that.
Hey, Ramsey's.
You saw it.
Yeah, like why does he always throw his ass like what is he trying to do? It looks like he's trying to do like, would you were an acrobat or something in another life? Because he be doing like little flips and shit.
I know I was a gay man in the past life. That's why I know my ass and shit.
Hey, listen, she's homosexual as well.
Cabernet.
Don't get mad. You can't get mad for a homosexual making jokes about homosexuals. You can't.
Could you imagine a gay cat?
Wow.
Oh my! Wait, didn't they have a gay cat in Heathcliff?
Did they have a gay cat?
He kind of sounded gay. You know what I'm talking about? Remember there was
I remember
Heathcliff?
Heathcliff, but I
And there
only
was
know Heathcliff
Cleo.
from the comics. I never saw
Oh,
the
you never
show.
saw the cartoon?
Yeah, I never saw the cartoon. I was
Okay.
a little too young for that. But
Oh yeah.
I saw, but I do know Heathcliff from the comics though.
You know, Heathcliff the cartoon was fucking wild. It was wild because I was just like, it was Heathcliff and the Alley Cats, I think, something like that.
Alley Cats.
Was it the Alley Cats?
Only one I know of is Garfield.
With cartoon.
Mel Maroon's ass.
He
cat.
was cool in the very beginning, like back when he first came out. When I was a kid, he was cool.
Like in the 80s, 70s.
Yeah,
late
like when he
70s.
didn't really talk.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Dave.
Oh my god, let me do that.
You saw that?
Because he's a douche. No, you know, Dave would be there, and then Odie would be there, and then he would say stuff like, you know, where's my lasagna, or something like that, or he would always have some fucked up joke for Odie or some shit like that, or he'd be being lazy, and then, you know, John would always, it was always a joke about John, you know, it was like usually 2 or 3 boards.
Mm-hmm.
John would say something, Heathcliff would say something fucked up, Odie would be sitting there looking like a retard, like what the fuck, and he hated that dog.
Yeah,
And see, then they started
much
actually.
like how he hates Chica.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Except, yeah, pretty much. Except Heathcliff was too fucking fat and lazy to do anything. He used to actually get Odie to do shit for him. And Odie would do it and be like, try to lick him, and he'd get mad. But then he started talking. And then that got annoying.
Oh.
Then they made movies.
Yeah, no.
And
Garfield movie.
that-
I wasn't really. Well, I thought it was cute, but man.
I was done with Garfield after a certain point. I only liked the Garfields when they were making him make fun of, like, they would do, like, was it? It was a cartoon that, like, did a thing about Garfield. It was like, yeah. I know what it was. it was Rick,
Egypt, get out the trash.
it was Rick and Morty. And it was like a dimension. Like, they were watching interdimensional TV. And it's like, yeah, John, you fucking stupid, human, dumb ass, lazy. And he's like, oh, whoa, hold up, I'll find it. Cause that shit.
Family friendly.
What is it?
It's a family friendly show.
It was family friendly in the beginning. It's no longer family friendly now. We're an hour past family friendly. We're way past family friendly. Now let's see. Rick and Morty.
I used to love watching HBO Family on the Comcast.
Oh, what the hell is it? What's his name? Heathcliff? No, not Heathcliff. Garfield. Garfield episode.
Remember when Comcast was Comcast and not Xfinity? And they thought that they was doing something by changing their name to Xfinity? No, you're
Yeah.
still the same jackass Comcast you always were.
Alright, here it is.
I
I'm probably gonna get blocked.
Days, and I really could go for some enchiladas. Hey, Rick, that's pretty cool.
Instead of-
It's just like Garfield, only instead it's a Gazorpazorp field. Hey, isn't Gazorpazorp where those sex robots came from? Remember that whole thing? Yeah. Hey, that's a pretty That's true. That's right.
He doesn't want to talk about it.
Gazorpazorp Field. Hey, John. It's me, Gazorpazorp Field. Boy, fuck you, John. You fucking dumb, stupid idiot.
Come on, Gazorpazorp Field, go easy on me, huh?
You dumb, stupid, weak, pathetic, white, guilt, milquetoast piece of human garbage.
Jeez, Gazorpazorp Field, that's, you're pretty mean to me, but that takes the cake.
I don't give a fuck. I'm Gazorpazorp fucking Field, bitch. Now give me my fucking intro on. Hey, Rick, did they use Bill Murray for this? Sounds a lot like Bill Murray. No, Morty, it's Lorenzo Music. In this reality, he's still alive. Oh, okay. Was his name Lorenzo Music? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. He also did the voice of that one guy from Ghostbusters, which is really strange because it's the same character Bill Murray played in the movie, but then when they made the movie, Bill Murray did the voice of Gazorpazorp, or Garfield, I mean. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Rick. So all that happened in this reality, too? I don't know. Just making conversation with you, Morty. What do you think, I know everything about everything?
No, my favorite character is definitely Beth. Because Beth is just...
Beth is nasty.
Beth is awesome.
What's
She's
fucked
just
up?
hilarious.
Did you see the one? Did you see the one with
She'll
the
take
clone?
no shit.
You saw the one where the clone came back?
With her clone, yes.
Or
No, I
or
know.
Wait, or is it her clone?
No, I like the one where she realizes something and she's getting, I forgot what it was, but she's getting the wine from the, she still makes time to pour her drink. She's shaking it, she's spilling it all over herself. She's like, oh shit. I'm just like, I like humor like that because it reminds me of, what's that guy, the old comedian, not
George
Gene
Carlin?
Wilder, but like that's in that.
George Carlin?
Yes, the one. No, Lewis Black, just the shaking it.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Like, I love cartoons like this because they push the complete envelope of everything.
That's Mark Rowland and for you.
Yeah.
Like Community. You ever watch Community?
No.
You would love it. It's basically like Rick and
I-
Morty, but with
the
humans.
reason I wanted to watch it was because that dude, the one that used to do the show, E, where he made fun of different.
Yeah, Joel McHale.
Yes. I used to love
I
that
love the soup.
show.
The soup.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my show.
Oh,
bro.
is it still on?
No.
Because he didn't.
I think no, it is still on, but somebody else hosts it.
Yeah, he was funny.
Funny as hell.
The way he did it was hilarious. I just thought because he'd be like.
Because he's sarcastically
Yeah,
backhand,
he'd be like saying it like he's really serious about it.
But his face.
Look at
like,
how great this is. This is the most wonderful show in the world. And you're like,
yeah. Like,
and he shows you a clip of somebody doing some dumb shit. It's like
I liked him and I like Chelsea lately.
never watched Chelsea lately.
Never watched
Wait, actually, no. I did like twice. I did twice. But she was only funny to me in the beginning of the show when she was doing her back and forth with Chewie and whoever the guest was.
Yeah.
I didn't really like her on her own.
Oh.
Like, I never found her to be that funny. To be honest with you, I have a hard time with female comics.
Really?
Not because I don't think they're good. I think they try too hard. To like,
Let's see.
like there's a
good
few that are
female
funny.
Comment? Wanda Sykes is really good.
Yeah,
female
see,
comment.
she's funny because she's not, to me, she's not trying
Right.
to be funny. She's just being herself and she just happens to be funny. But like, oh, what's that girl's name? Everybody was talking about how funny she was.
I hope you're not thinking about Tiffany Haddish because I don't think she's
No,
not
not
that
Tiffany Haddish. I'm not even talking about black girls. I'm talking about white
Doing?
girls. I like all
Oh,
comics. So
whatever.
black comics are kind of.
I don't even, to be honest, I can only name you black female comics. I couldn't really name you
I can't. name
outside of Chelsea.
That's
and
how
Ellen
Chelsea
DeGeneres.
Handler.
Like Ellen DeGeneres, I thought was funny.
Me too.
I thought she was funny. I'm gonna give her props.
Yeah.
Only
In the
because
beginning, when she first came, before she got her show.
right
was
before she
funny.
got her show, she was funny. And then there's another white girl I thought was funny. I can't remember what her name is. But then everybody was talking. Oh, I saw her in at the Laugh-A-Palooza or whatever the first time that Dave Chappelle came to Connecticut, and I seen him in Boston. I can't remember Whitney something.
Whitney Cummings.
Yeah.
That's alright.
She's okay. She was funny.
But she
that
has
day.
fucking issues. I tell you that. But
But see,
she
that's the
worked
thing.
through them.
That's the thing.
But she.
Most comedians do. most really
No,
big
all comedians do, but her, like you could tell in her stand-up that she's very erotic. Like that type of like, I was just in a past life, but I don't want to say it, but I really do. Can you see it on my face? Am I funny now? Laugh at me. Like type of thing. And it's just like really in your face. Yeah, but now when I saw her newest stand-up on Netflix, I'm like, whoa, this is new. This is new. She worked with her issues.
That's what I kind of got sick of Netflix. It's like, do you guys actually check to see if these people are comedians before you put them on here?
Yeah, some of them were.
Because some of these motherfuckers is drier than Sahara Desert or old Methuselah twat. Because what the fuck?
That's why I brought up Comcast, because I used to stay on Comedy Central. If I wasn't on demand looking for stand-up comics like live in New York or
and that's what
whatever.
pissed me off is like Netflix ruined it as far as I'm concerned for the ability to find good comics. Like, remember that show, The Last Comic Standing? That was a good show. And guess what? Some funny people came from that show. Like the dude that does all the little commercials, like, you know the black guy I'm talking about. It was like, y'all crazy. You know, you seen him in movies. He kind of talks a little bit funny. It's like, y'all know you.
Jay Farrell?
No. The black dude, he's kind of bald. He always plays. He's always talking some crazy stuff. Like you. Oh, what the.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
I
Let
think
me
I might
find
know
this
who you're
name.
talking about.
Last Comic Stand.
He was on Last Comic Stand.
That's where he started at. I hate to do this, but because I don't. Lorenzo something. No, not Alonzo something.
I'm about to say Alonzo Mourning. I think it's a basketball
Oh,
player.
that was one from the Charlotte Hornets.
No, Miami Heats.
But he did play for Charlotte Hornets.
Did he? Yeah. He did.
Yes, he did. See, I knew he was going to figure it out. But I was trying to figure it
No,
out.
as soon as you said Alonzo, I'm like, boring. That's the only Alonzo I know.
Is like the ball his favorite thing to play around with?
Shit, it's anything, actually.
Why I was at the store yesterday and
JB Smooth.
oh yeah, I love me some
JB Smooth.
I love me some JB Smooth. That boy is funny.
Craig Robinson got to start there too?
That boy.
I didn't know
You
he
said
got
Tony
his...
Robinson? No,
Craig Robinson. I didn't know he got to start there. Oh,
Nice.
okay. Well, see, I know Bernie Mac did not get
Nah,
his
you know
show.
damn well Bernie Mac ain't
That
getting
wasn't
started
from
on
Last
that
Comic
shit.
Standing.
That's decent.
It
Neither
was
did
from
Keenan Ivory Wayne.
No, I think because I put black.
Oh, they probably know.
Yeah,
You said black. We just gonna get on
Last
black
Comic Standing.
comics.
Let me put in. There we go. List of black. Rodman. Don't really know who he is.
Marina Franklin. She's funny.
I haven't
She
seen
made
her.
a joke. She said that she don't mind dating a guy with a lazy eye because that one eye can see her.
Oh, yes.
And I thought that was funny because I was watching it with my brother's cousin who has
Guy
a fucking
Tori?
glass eye.
Guy Tori's been
Yeah.
out since before the last.
Way
Comics,
before
yeah.
that. He was.
Jackson.
Wait, no.
Alonzo Bowden. That's another one.
Bowden. Yeah, I know him. Yeah, he
had done stuff before Last Comic Standing.
Yeah, he had a special on Netflix. That's how I know him. I didn't know him from Last Comic Standing.
No, but JB Smooth.
Yeah,
JB Smooth.
is fucking hilarious.
He blew up.
He's fucking hilarious.
And it's like, I'm thinking to myself, how did they not have this motherfucker
He
doing
was
shit?
in. He was so good. He got a spot in Entourage and Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
You know,
Because, of course, shows like that are just, they're clubs
Yeah.
that you get paid to hang out and do stupid shit.
Exactly.
Like,
Basically.
pretty much every movie that, what's his face, Adam Sandler. All those are paid
The
vacations.
older I got, the less I liked Adam Sandler. The
Because
last Adam Sandler movie I saw was Uncut Gems, and I said that movie fucking sucks.
He's not that funny anymore.
He's not. I don't think he ever was. If I'm being honest.
Like the movies were, but it was the cast of characters that made it funny. Him by himself, not a big fan. Not a big fan. I've never even listened. Like, he should have stuck to what he was really good at, in my opinion. And I know people are like, oh, who's you to tell people what they should stick to? You should stick to what you're good at. Well, I'm good at more than one thing, so shit's great. Anyway, I didn't like the fact that, like, you know, he went from like his little songs, his Christmas songs, all little things he did with Hanukkah and shit, like, you know, making fun of Christmas because he's Jewish and shit like that. I thought that was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Then the first few movies he did, the early stuff, was hilarious. Like Little Nicky, fucking Billy Madison.
See, now if you're gonna talk about his earlier movies, and you gotta go back.
No, we gotta say one more movie.
Say
What was that?
Waterboy. Come on, you know you like Waterboy.
that's what needled it.
You know you like Waterboy.
Come on, when he brought that girl to his mother's house.
The devil! It's the devil!
Listen, Kathy Bates is hands down
One of the best actresses.
the only, and you know, I'm sorry to keep bringing race into it, but she is hands down the only white lady who I would trust at all.
She is such
She is
a
phenomenal.
great actress.
She
can play funny, and I don't know if she's a method actress, but
She got it.
I just watched not too long ago. Actually, I think I might have watched it. Actually, it was too long ago because I ain't had no TV. I haven't watched it anywhere. Well, I caught like the middle to the end. Like, you know how you be flipping through channels sometimes. Like most of the time, I be flipping through TV. I was just like, why did I even start doing this? Because all I've done is flip and I'll turn it off. But I was flipping through and I caught Misery, and I was like, oh, I gotta watch. Oh, I've seen Misery a lot. I love that movie.
That's one of my mom's favorite
I
movies.
love her in that movie. She is fucking great.
She is great. Have you ever seen her American Horror Story? Even on TV, she brings that cinema quality.
Yo, let me put it
acting
this
to
way.
the fucking
I didn't like
masses.
her in that because she played that racist bitch good. She played that racist bitch so
She made me
goddamn good.
hate her.
I wanted to find her ass and whoop her ass, but not as Kathy Bates. I wanted to whoop her character. Like, oh, this bitch. Oh, you been torturing my people.
Put that makeup on.
Oh.
Put that
So
makeup
they
on. Start talking like you're from Louisiana.
when they got her and they had her, what did they bury her or some shit
they
like
buried
that?
her
And
and
then,
made her immortal.
mm-hmm,
Brought her
and then
back
she,
as
and
a
then, and then
slave.
she was a slave. Oh man, I was like, yo, this is fucking hilarious. But see, I stopped watching that season because then it turned into Black versus White. I was like, I don't want to watch that.
It was the witches versus the voodoo.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it was like. Black witches, white witches. No, I was like, nah.
Which, and if you kept watching it though, the leader of the witch, the supreme witch, she was like, because Kathy Bates was like, oh, you have like these colored girls in the house, and because you know Gabrielle was whatever. And she's like, so that's why she was like, you gotta be her slave now, because I don't tolerate that racist shit. That's not what we're doing.
And I remember because then one of the black girls left, and then the fat girl, Precious, was like, well, she's like, well, I'm really cool with them, but they needed her because she had like that power.
No, you said Precious. That was a
I never
heartbreaking movie. You never saw it?
No.
Oh my god.
You want to know
You
why?
ain't don't like it.
You know why I didn't go.
You ain't
I
gonna
saw
like
some parts
Not
of it.
not because it's bad acting or it's bad.
No, I
writing,
heard
just
that.
because the
I heard there's a
story.
lot of really mean, terrible. There's rape, and I don't feel well.
Monique plays Precious's mom.
And she's
Precious,
a bitch.
She's a bitch.
Oh,
Precious
my
is getting
God.
raped by like Monique's her
Her
own
men.
dad. And like so she escapes by pretending that she's a fashion model. So it shows her like taking pictures or whatever, but that's her.
That's her brain.
Yeah, that's her brain while she's getting whatever. But her mom Monique makes Precious do things to her. And Precious had a baby, and and all this other stuff, and it's just basically a story of a young black lady who just system failed her, and her mom failed her, everybody failed.
Simply failed. It was terrible. It was, and I've watched a lot of movies. Like I remember, I had never seen. All right, I remember I saw Halle Berry play so many movies and stuff, and I had never seen Losing Isaiah at the time, right? And so when she got her Oscar for Monster Ball, and I saw Monster Ball, and the only reason I saw Monster Ball,
Don't even bring that.
I'm gonna be real with you, because after Swordfish, it could have been better. The premise. They had a great plot.
They had a great plot, but
they had such a great plot.
I blame John Travolta because his makeup, the mustache,
that looked real funny. It looked real phony.
Yeah.
But what really bothered me about that movie was it seemed like towards the end of it they just rushed it.
Yeah,
Like,
they just
it
rushed
was
it.
like, well, you gotta tighten this up.
We
No,
need
that
an
those
ending.
are the perfect movies for a sequel. Those are the perfect movies for either a sequel or a prequel, where you feel like you gotta tighten it up. Whenever you feel like you're gonna rush the end of a movie, that's the type of movie you do a sequel to. I've seen so many movies. I'm like, why is there a sequel? I thought we did this already. Thought it was done, finished.
Did you like Monsters Ball?
I didn't.
Because Heath Ledger kills himself in it. It's just so fucking random. Like,
I
why is he doing this?
Well, no, I didn't like it because I just felt like they, number one, her character they played it up like she had such a huge role, and she didn't. And the thing I didn't like was
Your fat ass son got hit by a car and I would have. Like, that would make no
why are you
sense.
having sex with this racist fucking?
The
Wasn't
guy
he
that
a
hit your
cop?
son.
Wasn't he a cop?
Yeah, I think he. Yeah.
And then she like, make me something,
Make
make
me
me
feel
feel good. Right.
Make me. And he's just like, the way I ain't like how he did it. I was like, nah, that nigga was way too into it.
He
Like,
was tearing
smacking her shit on it.
Yeah, he was tearing that shit up. So then I seen that, I'm like, she got an Oscar for this?
Yeah.
So then,
How much she got paid just to show me?
that's what I'm saying. Because, see, that's why Swordfish made me want to see more. And, see, that's what it was. They knew what they were doing. Like, she'll show the... Oh, yeah, Halle Berry got paid a lot for that role. She got paid. She's like, oh, you want me to... How much? 20 million? Maybe. Maybe I might let you show a little bit of my ass cheek. You want to see my whole ass? Oh, that's like 50.
Oh, that's you want the other half?
But we might not make any money on the movie. I don't give a fuck. You are going to make money on the movie because once niggas know I'm getting my ass smashed in this, they coming to watch it. Trust me. I know our Reese will be right there in the audience.
You need to shut up.
Yo, I didn't even watch the whole movie. I'm dead serious. Once I got past that scene, I was like, okay, thank you. I'm done. I've seen what I wanted to see. I'm finished. I was very upset, though. I was upset because... then I did actually go back and watch more of the movie, and I was like, her role was so short. How did she get an Oscar for like being in maybe a half an hour worth of the movie? Then I saw Losing Isaiah, right? I finally seen that movie, and I was like, this is old as shit. This is great fucking acting. This is a good fucking story. She is believable. When she was smoking that crack, oh my God.
Isaiah, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
she looked like a straight, I couldn't believe it. I was like, no, Hallie, no, don't do it. Don't do that, man.
And she did it.
Oh, don't suck it. No, Hallie. I think Samuel L. Jackson was in that one too, wasn't he? Oh, no, he wasn't in that one.
You're thinking of,
No, I'm thinking of Black Snake Moan, Black Snake Moan. That's what I'm thinking about, where he's in the Black Woods. You never seen that?
No, you sure you're not thinking about Jungle Fever? Because she was in that movie too. She played a crackhead in that movie too with Samuel L. Jackson.
So then that's what, yeah. Because, but there was a quick scene.
Yeah.
But, oh man, Losing Isaiah, that movie was great. Because she went from being complete trash
to trying to get her
fixing her life, got it together. It was like, I want my son. Like, it proved that the love of your children can sometimes transcend all pain, transcend everything. It took her having to lose him to save herself. That's why.
Tossed them in the trash.
Yeah, like.
And then went to go buy a 40 right after. Like, I was like, what? Okay. Literally.
Oh, 40? Yeah. Crack. Yes. Baby. What? I had one? Oh shit, I did.
What's that sound?
I better
It's
go.
the baby crying. But you threw the baby in the trash. You know you don't hear that, baby.
I don't care about that shit, motherfucker. I want to get high.
But then she got it together.
Yeah, she did.
She got a
And
new high.
finally, at the end, I think she got him back. It was like, what, 5 or 6 or something like that. But she got him back, which was good. It felt good. Because she had to go through it, trying to work, and people kept treating her
And then
like
the
shit.
fucking foster parents trying to do all they can to just like,
To
oh,
make her-
no,
yeah,
she's
like,
not. She's still a crackhead.
Oh, no, she got here at 5 minutes late. Like, bitch had to come from all, like, I remember that's like all the shit she had to go through to get there, and it was
But she
like
did not
raining,
give up.
and she sold her shoe. I think her heel broke or some shit. She couldn't get the cab. They left her, splashed her. She got there with her. I think she bought him up. She had bought him that stuffed animal, and they didn't want to give it to him. And then that's like I remember because when she finally got him, he had that little rabbit or whatever it was, and that shit made her like break down. Like she asked that he had the extra. She didn't think they were gonna give it to him, but they ended up giving it to him. And it was just that was a very powerful movie.
It is.
And for the fact that she didn't even get a mention, but she gets smashed by Billy Bob Thornton and gets a fucking Oscar. Like I wonder how she felt about that. And then somebody
I want to know how she felt doing Gothica with fucking Bruce Willis. That was a horrible movie.
No, Gothica isn't the one with Bruce Willis. You're talking about Gothica. Gothica was good. You're talking about the one where her with no. You're talking about the one with Charles S. Dutton, where they awarded
It's not Unbreakable.
No, not Unbreakable. It's something about corporate espionage. So it's something to do with corporate shit.
Yeah,
and
I
she's like
like
spying on him.
Yeah, I like that shit.
And
that's not Gothica?
No. In fact,
Gothica was when she was in a mental.
Yeah, when she was a doctor, and then like she gets possessed by the fucking ghost, and then she goes and fucking hacks her goddamn husband to death. Like, yo.
Nah, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that? You gotta see that scene. Cause he's like, what are you doing? He's like, what are you doing, man? And she's sitting here walking with that. She's just looking at him all funny and shit. And then she like picks it out. He's like, what are you doing? He puts his hand up. She chops it. You see his shit go. She's like, oh! His hands up, and she just starts hacking the fuck out of him, just like, psh, psh, psh. And so then she ends up in jail, right? Which is where the ghost girl wanted her to go because you never saw it. Her husband and like the warden, her husband, which was the warden, and like one of the guards was raping the female patients. But they were taking them way out, like some house that they owned. They had this whole camera set up. They would record them, torture them, all type of shit, and they would kill them. And I guess there was one girl that they were holding at the time, and this ghost chick was trying to save her. And the way it starts, let me see if I can find it. I'm surprised you haven't seen that shit. That's a good movie.
No, don't, because I like to watch movies from start to finish.
Okay.
All the way through.
Yeah, so you gotta watch it. If it's called Gothica, I just want to
No,
make it
I'm pretty sure. I think it's on Tubi. Check and see if it's on Tubi.
He went fast after that.
Or like where can I watch it? Because I have like all the streaming
Where can you
services.
watch it?
Oh, one of these motherfuckers.
Let's see. Gothica 2? Really? How are you gonna do Gothica 2? Like, how's that even possible?
You know, I always find that if the first movie is good, the second one isn't. That's not always the case, but usually it is.
Prime Video.
Prime Video.
Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu. So yeah, Netflix, Hulu.
See what's on here.
Yeah, Netflix, Hulu.
I have Hulu.
Yeah, so it's on. They say it's on both of them. But yeah, I can call movie. I love that movie. And the funny part about it is they don't show what happens to her husband, and so she starts having to go through like talking to the doctor, and the doctor helps her because she gets into this accident. In fact, I'm gonna shut up. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna let you watch it so you can see it, because that'll ruin it if I tell you this part. It'll ruin it. Because when I first saw it, I was like, damn, she's going to jail for hitting this girl. And you'll see why. It's good. It's a good movie. It's definitely a good movie. All right, that's one of those movies.
Cause I like is it a thriller? Because I like thriller, psychological thriller stuff. Like
Suspense thriller, horror because of ghosts.
Yeah. Okay.
But not. The focus is more on the suspense and the thriller.
I don't get a lot of good suspense thriller movies.
Are
you know any? The only one that I could think of is probably like The Usual Suspects.
Which one more should I watch that we see?
Oh, you know what's a good one? Smoking Aces, the first one was good.
Smoking Aces. Yeah, it was
The
decent.
second
It was
one
decent. No, the second one
was great.
That's why I said if the first one is good,
Trash.
it's a chance that the second one isn't gonna be that good.
Snatch is good. You
Snatch.
ever seen Snatch?
Snatch.
You gotta watch Snatch. Guy Ritchie did Snatch, and I'm gonna tell you right now.
Snatched ED or just Snatch?
Yeah, Snatch.
Snatch. Okay, so that's not that one.
What's his name in here? Guy, yo. Brad Pitt plays a pikey or a piker, which I guess are these like Irish, Scottish gypsies. They travel around in caravans, they stay in little camps and stuff, move around, usually robbing people or selling things, you know. Just the gypsies of England. Just like the gypsies of Romania and shit. You know, same kind of premise. Or like our homeless.
That's not.
Pretty much the same thing. Except they have little campers. And they usually sell stuff like whatever. You know, they travel places. Crack, dogs, whatever. So, Jason Statham is in this movie. And this is back before he was like the action. In fact, he doesn't do any action shit in this movie at all. Have you ever watched Guy Ritchie movies at all?
Whose movies?
Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie.
Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, Rock and Roller, which Rock and Roller was, that was a weird one.
None of them sound. You know what type of movies I normally watch? Indies.
Alright, let me tell you one. That's a good one.
Like I'm very much into like movies that nobody like have no promotion. Nothing.
IFC After Dark.
You seen what?
Check the list for IFC After Dark.
IFC After Dark.
Mm-hmm.
I like IFC. That's my favorite.
They have.
When I had cable, I wish you're making me want to have cable again.
Why you can only get IFC on cable?
Well,
I mean, I've seen
the
I've seen some of their late night stuff. Like when I say IFC After Dark, it's actually like a production company.
That's the cheapest.
It's not actually a channel. So like you'll see like a movie and be like IFC After Dark or IFC Horror or something like that. And they actually make some decent shit.
Yeah, I like IFC.
Like one thing I don't understand is how they doing decent shit, but fucking sci-fi still doing their cheesy, just bullshit. Like, come on, goddamn it! Like, what is this? What is this?
I'm trying to think of a really, really good movie. I mean, it's a girly movie, but it's good.
Which one?
It's called Real Women Have Curves. This is you remember the TV show Ugly Betty?
I remember, never watched it.
The lady that played that's what she got her first start. Real Women Have Curves, and that movie made me realize, you know, her mom, it was just like my mom, like constantly, like, oh, you're fat, you gotta lose weight. How are you gonna get a man? How do you expect yourself to get married if you don't lose weight? Da, da, da. And so to watch her go from insecure to confident, you know, made me, you know, hey, you know, maybe it's not as bad as I've been led to believe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I like that movie. What's another one?
Moms.
Something that you would like.
No.
No. It's not even an indie movie. It's a movie that you've seen. The Outsiders. You never stay gold, Pony Boy.
Hold on, let me.
Patrick Swayze. Scott Baio.
Nope, I definitely didn't see it. Definitely, I can tell you, I definitely didn't see it. Let me tell you something about Patrick Swayze, right? After I saw Patrick Swayze the first time, which was, you know, in
Dirty Dancing?
No. My first taste of Patrick Swayze. I hate to say it, that sounds kind of gay. But
my first taste of
my first taste of Swayze. Before everybody started using, yo, I'm Swayze. I remember how did that even become the meaning of getting ghosts? Like, oh, never mind. Getting ghosts, getting Swayze. Duh. Like, that's what happens.
First taste of the Swayze as you're eating chicken. Yeah, my birthday.
That's why I think I said taste. But the first time I saw Patrick Swayze in the movie was Red Dawn.
Red Dawn.
He's in the bag.
Fucking, that's Charlie Sheen, Patrick Swayze. Who?
I always think Patrick Swayze, C. Thomas Howell,
I'm 71. I don't say how you have
one other, and then the two girls, which one of the girls was in other stuff. Like she had played. In fact, I think one of the girls goes on to play in yes, she plays with him in Dirty Dancing. Jennifer Jason Leigh. No. Yeah, Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Okay.
She plays one of the girls. Like there's two girls that are in the group. Remember, and they find on there. Oh,
I never saw Red Dawn.
Never. It was
I'm
good.
just really into movie culture that I know like certain actors that play in certain movies, even though I've never seen it.
I love that movie.
Ramsey's trapped himself in the
And then
bag.
I saw
Help me
the
there.
second one.
Red Dawn 2.
Well, it was just a remake of the first. More
Yeah,
modern.
I know. I remember. That was like in 09, right? Something like that.
I think so.
There it is.
I was like, wait a minute.
Goodness gracious.
This was actually kind of good.
This is bad.
It was good. It wasn't bad. More modern. Same premise. We get invaded by Colombians.
Yeah, but
I mean, how you
Kremlins.
except it was the North Koreans, I think. Yeah, it was the North Koreans instead of
Yeah, because the other one was fucking at the time for the Cold War.
Right.
What
So
looked
it was
if Russia
it
didn't
was Russians and actually it was South Americans and Russians because remember they had a stronghold. Could have been Cubans because I remember there being Hispanic.
Yo.
There were Hispanic people there. Remember, like when they're all standing there together and they're about to execute the father and shit, and they're watching this, and the dude wants to go save the dad. And they're like, no, we're gonna kill us all. And they sat there and they line them all up and they shot them with tape, machine guns and shit. And they're like, oh my god! And that's what making romance, start fucking shit up. And yeah, they were like,
How did he get
they
in
were
there?
communists, but they were more or less like they came in. Is he?
Yeah, I told you, he knows how to find his way into bags.
Thank y'all for joining us for this nice discussion of just stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Have a great day. We're gonna keep talking, and I had to stop recording because
Here's
we record all day.